Are you ready? The Hidden Trail Sea-Doo Pro Watercross National Tour presented by Jetlift invades the water at Sand Hollow State Park, right outside of St. George, Utah for the Red Desert Championship, this Friday and Saturday, June 24th and 25th. Free admission and fun for the whole family. Watch the fastest racers on the water go bar to bar in a points battle for a national championship. That's this Friday and Saturday, June 24th and 25th, Sand Hollow State Park, St. George, Utah. For more info, log on to prowatercross.com. That's prowatercross.com.
So, what brings you to town?
What brings anyone to St. George? A couple rounds of golf, a little relaxation.
What is that all?
Is there more? In a retirement community? Should have stuck with the back nine.
Landed. Can we meet in half an hour?
On second thought.
Buddy, something's come up. I'm gonna need another hour. Can we push the meeting till noon? I am definitely gonna need to reschedule.
This is new.
Hi, I'm Kevin Lewis from the Tourism Office in St. George, Utah, and I want to welcome you to Sand Hollow State Park, the newest stop on the Pro Watercross Tour. We are excited to have you here. You're going to love the crystal blue water, the coral sand, and the beautiful red rock and OHV country right here in Sand Hollow State Park. It's the newest site on the tour. We welcome you here. Happy New Year.
I'm Rob Wells from the Naples-Marco Island Everglades Convention and Visitors Bureau. I'm here today at Sugden Regional Park in sunny Naples, standing on the shores of Lake Avalon, the new home of the Pro Watercross Tour World Championship. We're excited to welcome everyone here in September to experience Florida's Paradise Coast. Besides enjoying all the fun that will take place here on Lake Avalon, we invite you and your family to enjoy all the fun and excitement our area has to offer. With over 30 miles of spectacular white sand beaches overlooking the Gulf of Mexico, come find your place in the sun. If you're a golfer, welcome to Golf Heaven. With over 90 courses, the Paradise Coast was just named North America's #1 golf destination. For the adventurer, come explore our 10,000 islands in the world-famous Everglades National Park. Last but not least, we encourage you to visit our world-class restaurants, boutiques, art galleries, and museums. I look forward to welcoming you to my paradise and hope you make it your paradise. Welcome.
Grab and go with Jet Renew Essential Packs. Our packs are universal for all your watercraft and motorsports needs. Contains purple wash and wax, pink plus, and protector.
Yeah, here we are at Jet Renew right here at the World Finals. What's up, dog? What's up? Surf Rat in the house, yeah. Get your Jet Renew while it's hot.
Made in America, Jet Renew products. We are the leaders in the marine and motorsports industry. Get yours today at jetrenew.com.
Turlington, and thanks for watching Pro Watercross.
My name's Derek Levitt. Welcome to the beach at Sand Hollow.
Hello, my name is Chuck Quinzler from Team Faith Racing, and I am the tuner for our racing team. And we're here in St. George, working on racing.
This is Jeff Dukowski in St. George, Utah. Thank you for watching ProWatercross.com.
I'll award the HydroTurf bags.
I think that would be...
That'd be pretty cool.
I would think that would be awesome.
You can get them from a champion instead of me.
I think it's awesome how you keep volunteering all your friends to help you work today.
You notice that?
I didn't notice that.
That's the corporate in me.
Or the Marine.
It's called delegating authority. Mark Gomez. We're going to see a little bit of freestyle today, dude. I'm pretty stoked. What'd you think of the corporate challenge? I noticed you hung out for the whole deal.
Yeah, no, it was fun. These guys are going out and getting a chance to ride. You know, it's cool to kind of watch. You know, it's a lot of pressure your first.
This is Jay Turlington, and thanks for watching Pro Watercross.
My name's Derek Levitt. Welcome to the beach at Sand Hollow.
Hello, my name is Chuck Quinzler from Team Faith Racing, and I am the tuner for our racing team. And we're here in St. George, working on racing.
This is Jeff Dukowski in St. George, Utah. Thank you for watching ProWatercross.com.
Hey, how you doing? It's Todd Valentino here. I'm racing amateur ski stock on my Yamaha Superjet over here. And thanks for watching Pro Watercross.
I fully agree.
All right, well, we'll turn it over to Joe here momentarily, and there's our HydroTurf freestyle bags, and we'll let Mark do the presentations here.
Awesome. All right, if I could, I'll turn this back over to Joe Newman. But you did that for me.
All right, I appreciate it. Okay, the official times have come in. We're going to do the awards ceremony down here just so that we keep our feet out of that hot sand. But I'm trying to drag it out a little bit because there's some plaques, I understand, that are on their way. And everybody did a great job, man. There was a lot of tough riders out there. Every team had some really good times. And every team had some really tough times, which kind of evened things out.
That sounds like a normal Pro Watercross Tour race.
So the fastest time, the single fastest time, still goes to our man Chad Cole from Team Gorilla at 43.82 seconds. He also had the second fastest time at 44.2 seconds. And then the third fastest was Justin Poppy at 45.5. So nice work, nice work. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to announce. Okay, perfect. All right. So we're going to announce third, second, and first place. Remember, there's a $1,000 prize. Big, giant check ready for the winners. So, but first I'd like to thank Team Big Sticks for being our first guys out on the lake and for coming from rough, a rough recovery, I guess, into third place with a combined score of 242.6. So everybody give it up for the Big Sticks in third place. Woo! Second place. We're going to, after we do the announcement, there is a great photo op. We're going to bring the winners up in front of the announcement tent and do a photo up there. I think I'm losing my battery. Podium. We're going to do a podium shot up there. Okay, second place with a combined score of 200 seconds, .26. Give it up for Team Gorilla. Team Gorilla coming in. 200, second place at 200.26 seconds. And now, we have our final team, the winners of the $1,000 check, and for the illustrious title of the Corporate Challenge 2016 champions, the St. George Chamber of Commerce team. Woo! Come on up here, you guys. Come on up here.
You can officially call them the kings of the beach. You're now hooked up with the official HydroTurf swag.
HydroTurf swag. That is exciting.
All right, that is awesome.
One more. All right, now, I need all the winners, the winning teams, first, second, and third, up to the podium. We're going to do a quick picture up there. Make sure you bring your shoes with you because that sand is scorching hot. But we'll get you on the podium, get a quick picture in the beautiful sunlight with this beautiful background. And we'd like to thank everybody for coming out to the St. George Corporate Challenge Pro Watercross 2016. Thanks for your participation. Hope you had a good time. Make sure you get some drinks. Make sure you get some snacks. And also make sure to hit Sunny Boys and the concessionaire up on the beach before you head out. Spread the word. Talk to your friends. Invite them out next year. We're super happy to have all this great community support. Yes. Yeah, we're going to give the plaques out at the podium and do a quick picture up there. Make sure you bring your shoes, guys. That sand is super hot.
By the way, guys, the podium is right behind that big announcer tower.
Before, hold on 1 second, before we do the podium shot, we have Mark Gomez ready. He is ready, okay.
No, ready? Almost ready. I'm almost ready.
Chris Gomez, ready to show us some tricks on the freestyle stand-up jet ski. This is the show you guys don't want to miss.
Oh, too funny. I like that. Mark's over there chilling. Mark, you ready? What? Wait. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I like that they're already deciding, Mike, where they want to put the big check. Behind the front desk, at the receptionist area. That's awesome. In the conference room. I could use it for the backdrop on all the Facebook posts. Hi, nice to talk to you. I'm with the St. George Chamber of Commerce. By the way, we're the kings of the beach. Okay, guys, get your cameras ready. Backflip. First thing that Mark Gomez opened up with. By the way, I think Mike had already kind of shared some of the accolades that this man has gotten, but just a little recap. He literally just got back a couple of weeks ago from Portugal, Italy, and France. Beautiful no-hander barrel roll. And at all three of those IFWA events, he was actually defending his world title. He already won all three of those events. That was just a couple of weeks ago. So definitely a gentleman that has been on fire the last couple of years, Mark Gomez. It's interesting, you know, he just hung out in California and used to go to the Pacific City races. Beautiful double backflip. And at Pacific City, we have a big thing called Surfslam every year in the free ride. And that's how Mark really got inspired.
Yeah, you know, part of the O-side crew. Look at that big Madonna flip right there. One hand, 1 foot into a barrel roll. And Mark Gomez, again, part of the O-side crew out of Oceanside, California. Actually lives in Fullerton, just outside Oceanside.
Did you just get some Shark energy drink? Because I just noticed the energy level
You know, I'm
spiking.
feeling it. You know, I've been standing in the shade for like 5 minutes, man. I'm ready to go. Locked, cocked, I'm ready to rock. Oh, big aero barrel roll over the buoy. Last week, man, they had a great picture in the Reno paper. I don't know if you've seen that. Yeah, he was completely upside down, one-handed, touching the buoy.
Yep. He likes to abuse it. Yep, barrel roll right over the buoy, and he touches the buoy. He likes to abuse the equipment.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, he's definitely the consummate freestyler. These guys are kind of like the showboats of personal watercraft. It looked like he was going for a little setup wake there and ran through it. Obviously, there's a little bit of chop out here, which will add to his degree of difficulty.
Yeah, it certainly would. So what Mike is talking about on that setup, what he's trying to do is get that nose up as much as possible so he can do these multiple backflips, kind of like that 2-for-1 special that he just pulled off.
That's it, folks. If you see something you like out there, make sure you stand up, clap, make some noise, because the louder you get, the higher he goes.
Yeah, he goes high anyway. He's that way. He's pretty awesome.
He's all about that amplitude.
He really is. Beautiful no-hander barrel roll.
Comes up with a one-hander lander, waving at the crowd.
He's actually one of the few riders I know left that actually does the true barrel roll. When Mike and I first started announcing a year ago.
A year ago? Whoa! And down to Davy Jones' locker, able to hold on to the boat.
All right, so as an off-camber backflip, they actually really did these really cool full barrel rolls, but the boats have changed so much. Now it's actually really hard to do a full-on barrel roll. Off-camber barrel roll.
Right.
It's what you just saw. Woo!
How about it, ladies and gentlemen? Put your hands together for Mark Gomez. Gomez on one of them Richter boats, and Richter boat made by Rad Rick Roy, who is a 5-time world champion.
Off-camber, another off-camber barrel roll. And let's talk about barrel rolls, because Mark did a whole lot of them just last week in Reno, Nevada.
And look at this, lands right up on his toe. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Gomez. All right, now if we could get all of our folks that were in the corporate challenge, the top 3 teams, please report right behind the announcing stage. And let's give away some awards, Dawn. Right now, we need ski practice on the line. Once again, ski practice, we need you on the line. Thank you.
Gonna be all pro ski to the line, please.
That'll be followed by pro runabout, pro ski, pro runabout, and then pro sport, all to the starting line. Hey Joe, we're gonna have you announce the winners, since you're local for the photo op, if that's okay with you. Thank you, sir. And you shouldn't have a problem with the mic cutting out up here. We just had too much metal in between us. We have that happen all the time.
All right, we got our podium set up here. In third place, once again, we have the Big Sticks, Dustin Schofield, Garrett Wilkinson, Justin Poppy, and Nick Thompson. Second place, we've got Team Gorilla with Chad Cole bringing down the fastest time, Chad Baird and Alex.
Justin Poppy from St. George, Utah. Just want to say thank you to Pro Watercross.
Hi, this is Bill, Armando, and Debbie. I'm on the 771. Normally aspirated, and you got to watch Pro Watercross.
Watch it. Watch the number. Score of 192 seconds. Caden Wells, Mike Johnson, Rick Walker, and Gene Jones. There it is. With the proud winners of $1,000 from the St. George Sports Commission.
All right, we need ski practice down to the starting line. We need all officials. All officials, please report to your official positions.
All right, you guys, we need to have ski practice. Down on the line. Ski practice. By the way, I see red people, which means we need to make sure that you guys are getting all that sunscreen on that you need. Brian O'Rourke.
Yeah, by the way, make sure that you're staying hydrated out there as well. Drink plenty of water.
Good luck, Speedy Cabrera. See David getting all ready to go. I need all the skis. Ski practice. Pro ski. I need to have you on the line. Hey, Ricky Ignacio. How you doing?
By the way, Don, from what Rick said, we are already on the live stream, so we'd like to welcome everybody that's watching on the Visit West Virginia live stream. We just finished up with our corporate challenge and a nice little freestyle show, by Mark Gomez, and we're getting ready to go into our practice sessions here at St. George, Utah. And again, if you're just joining us, welcome to the Hidden Trail Sea-Doo Pro Watercross Tour presented by Jetlift. All right, you can hear our pro ski riders getting ready to come down to the starting line. Once again, it looks like we're going to be doing, one ski practice, one runabout practice, and one sport practice. That's, I'm getting a thumbs up from Carson, as we were told we're just easing into the show today. For those of you folks that are watching on at home, nobody practiced early this morning except for our amateurs. So we'll be going through our practice sessions here, and while we're going through our practice sessions, we'll probably be doing some interviews with different folks, so to keep you folks at home entertained. Again, my name is Mike Young. I'll be joined by Don Dawson and DJ Maverick up here on the announcing tower. Can I get a wiki wiki? So pro ski practice, these guys not wasting any time getting out onto the water. I see, good to have Flo rejoining the tour. And our course marshal is going to go ahead and take them through the inside split first.
Man, what a backdrop. St. George, Utah. Pro ski in practice. Mike Young and Don Dawson. And a whole bunch of other cool people. I was really trying to amp that up.
Oh yeah, hanging out on the tower right now. As you see now, Course Marshal Mike Root taking our ski riders through that outside split. Again, our next practice session up will be the runabout practice. That'll be followed by our sport practice, which will be our final practice session, and then we'll go into our opening ceremonies. disappear. Once again, we need runabout practice. Runabout practice. We need you to start working your way down to the starting line. Runabout practice. Please start making your way down to the starting line. We sure do appreciate it. Taking it nice and easy. Been a great day so far here for those of you listening in on the Visit West Virginia live stream. Been a great day of amateur racing. Already had 14 amateur races. We've had the 6-team corporate challenge cup here. Congratulations to Washington County, our winners, followed by Team Gorilla in second. Now going through a little bit of practice before we go racing today. For those of you folks that may be listening in at home, our pro show today will consist of the following races. We'll have the Pro-Am Ski Stock, the Pro-Am Runabout GP. Then we'll have Mark Gomez go out there with Pro Freestyle. And we're going to have the Pro Runabout Box Stock will be our 18th event. Our 19th event will be the Pro-Am Ski GP, and final event of the day will be the Sport GP class. So we invite everybody to stay tuned for the next couple hours as we are in Red Rock territory. Great to be here in Washington County, St. George, Utah. Once again, last call for runabouts. We need you down to the starting line as the red flag is coming out for our ski practice. Again, runabouts, we need you down to the starting line for runabout practice. If you're in a runabout box stock or GP class, you're in the pro show. Need you down to the starting line. Dawn, how you doing? Boy, it's a cooker out there today.
Oh, man. It's nice. You know, here's the cool thing about hanging out in the Midwest like this. It's gorgeous blue water, bright red rocks, incredible scenery. And the thing that makes it the coolest, Mike, is the people. We have just had so much fun this weekend already just hanging out with everybody. It's like a big little, I don't know, family picnic down there. And the Corporate Cup was awesome. I couldn't believe we had 10 teams. Was that right? No, we had 6 teams. I might have exaggerated that slightly. No, I never exaggerate. I don't know what I'm talking about. 6 teams. We had 40 riders. It was really fun to hang out, talk with everybody. At least 3 of them were interested in buying that Spark, which was cool.
You know, what's really cool and is that they got a $1,000 check for that corporate challenge. That is, I was ready to get in it. I was ready to jump in on team announcer.
I don't know what your
Team Pro Watercross Tour.
We had it. Carson and I were up here already plotting our team.
We had Mike Root.
Yeah.
Don and I.
Then we could have pooled our money and bought the Spark.
We could, yeah. Could have Mike on the team.
Yeah, I've actually ridden once or twice.
He's pretty good. All right, you guys, again, I want to thank everybody that joined us today for the Corporate Cup. We really do appreciate you doing that. Please come back next year and get involved. We already had a couple people even asking about how to get involved next year. So I'm thinking good times. Runabout, this is your final call. Runabout GP, we're going to be doing that practice, and I do believe Mike said we got sport, and then we're out of here. We're going to start racing. Bam.
Yeah, time to start racing. We'll need everyone up here that needs to be up here for our opening ceremonies, which
Brian
take a
O'Rourke?
look down right now. It's about 5:25 here, Mountain Time, and we should be getting started. I'm imagining sometime right about 6 o'clock. I think they're probably going to drop the first band. Take us about 5 to 10 minutes for our opening ceremonies. Once again, just a reminder to Brian O'Rourke, if you could be up here following our sport practice, we sure would appreciate it.
Hey, you guys, Runabout, your final call for Runabout. I know that we've been all doing siesta. Well, some of us have been hiking up in the Narrows at Zion National Park.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
It's a beautiful place. Did you know that 3 million visitors every year? That is, they have 5 national parks in Utah, and that is by far the most visited National Park.
Now, how far is Zion National Park from, say, the race site?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. It's about an hour drive. I would know that because I snuck off yesterday.
Oh, you did?
I did. I had to see it.
How was it?
It was gorgeous. It was. Here's what's cool about it. I mean, first off, I can look right out over the announcer tower and, be awestruck. But the interesting thing about Zion is just incredible beauty with the rocks. And it's narrow. Like, the drive is very narrow. I will tell you one giggly part. We see a lot of mountain goats, right? So that's not necessarily unusual in Colorado.
We've called people mountain goats, too.
Once or twice. Stop it. So I've seen a couple of them. Not a ton, but I've seen a couple of them. But I saw several of them last night because I went through kind of late after work.
Right.
And I saw a lot of photographers stopping, but it was almost as much fun, Mikey, watching the tourists watch the goats as it was to watch the goats. Because there were a lot of people watching.
Exactly. They were goat watching.
I like there you go. Well, I was people watching. They were goat watching. All right. Speaking of people watching, you guys need to get your spot on this gorgeous red sand and get ready for the Pro Watercross National Tour. We'll be right back.
I think you watched the goats way too much, man. I'm just saying.
I couldn't resist. It's y'all's fault. I heard you in the background doing it.
We were trying to set you up, Don.
You did, as usual.
Sport practice. You can start getting your wetsuits on, get your helmets on, and get ready to come down to the starting line as you'll be our final practice session of the late afternoon.
All right. It's weird not to call the juniors, isn't it? I was almost like in juniors, but they've already practiced and raced and got a little different venue happening this weekend, which is kind of cool. What we're doing is we ran the amateur racing all this morning for the 2 motos. We've got all that out of the way. And had some great racing today with the amateurs. And then we are doing the pro show in the evening since it's cooled off a little bit, theoretically.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Hypothetically.
Whose theory was that?
Well, I'm just saying that was what I was told, that it was going to be cooler. I'm still waiting for that part. That's right. So it's cooler, supposedly, a little bit in the evening. And we'll get a little bit more crowds. So we're going to do the show in the evening. And I think it's just, it's a takeoff from the Reno racing, where we did the Reno racing for the first time at nighttime. I don't think you and I have really done too many night races. Have you before?
No. Well, actually, we actually did. I was involved in the first night race ever in the United States. And that was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin at the Summerfest, world's largest music festival.
Really?
It's like a 9-day music festival. It happens every year up in Milwaukee. And we actually had lights all the way around. It was a big, like an inlet where it was kind of like a lake, but it was connected to one of the Great Lakes up there.
Oh, very cool.
And guess who your winner was?
Who?
Dustin Farthing.
Oh, my God. That's awesome.
He was the winner of the first night race ever in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And that was promoted by, I don't know if you remember Tad Whitten.
I don't remember Tad.
Tad used to promote for the American Powerboat Association for many years. Him and Mark Webber. Mark Webber was actually used to drive the Miss Budweiser.
I do remember the Miss Budweiser boat. Hard to miss. First night race in Saskatchewan, Canada, actually occurred in 2005. And that was part of a huge festival up there in Saskatchewan. They had over 10,000 people at that event.
Yeah, that's kind of the way this Milwaukee deal was. They had, I think, 4 million over the 9 days, but that particular night that we were there, they had over 250,000 that were surrounding the lake. But it was great because it was a venue that had like 4 different big stages, like Miller Lite, being from Milwaukee. Yeah. They sponsored a big stage. Harley Davidson sponsored a stage. And there was like 2 other main stages. So I can remember I went and I seen, and you got to remember, this is early 90s. I got to see REO Speedwagon. I got to see Journey. And I got to see Foreigner all in the same night.
Wow. And you were announcing this.
Yeah. And Alessander Lindsay was actually putting on the freestyle show there.
Oh, yeah. I remember Alessander.
Fabio.
Whenever you think that, I always thought of Nicholas Rios. With the long hair. And
oh, yeah. The locks.
The golden locks. Interesting. That is very interesting. So what was it like announcing in front of 250,000 people, Mike?
It was pretty neat. Unfortunately, like they didn't have a stage or anything, though, so I kind of like blended right into the crowd. Nobody knew who I was. I'm just walking around with a microphone.
Rogue announcer. That's
It was
awesome.
A great time, though. It was a great time. They had like a little island out in the middle of the lake that we raced around, and actually had lights on the island, you know, flashing back toward the shoreline, and the shoreline was huge. Big boardwalk. Good time. They had, I think, they said over 37 bands during the 9 days there, and every one of them was a big band. I mean, it wasn't, you had to be somebody to be there. I actually met Hootie from Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yeah.
He was actually on the elevator ride up, and we all stayed at the Wyndham downtown. Neat story.
Rich history being a part of announcing. It's interesting to hear your stories. When you announced in China, was the China TV station over there? I think it was CT or CTV.
Yeah, exactly. That they said that they had us actually going live. The TV station had us going live over there to everybody in Shenzhen. Now, for those of you who don't know anything about Shenzhen, there's 20 million people. That's 4 times the size of New York.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually, I was going to mention that when I was over there announcing that they had the same thing, they had them going live. So the numbers that they were telling us for the viewership was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's almost incomprehensible,
Well,
actually.
the whole thing is that the Chinese government actually sponsored the China Motorboat Open, and all the riders that got an invite over there, their airfare was paid, their hotel was paid, and all their meals for the full week were paid.
Nice.
All the tents were set up, all their pit tents were set up for them, and they had bleacher seating for over 5,000.
Wow.
And they were full.
Fifth race. Are you asking what race number? Fifth race. We're going to start at 6. Yes, sir. Ish.
Yeah, that's when AJ said he wanted to start at 6.
Keep pushing the time on the lights.
All right, so our sport practice should be down at the starting line. Sport practice, you should be down at the starting line as we get ready for your practice session today. And I see Sam Nemi heading down.
All right, so our final practice is going to be sport practice, and then we are going to fire off with our first race at 6 p.m. this evening. Sport. I need to have all my sport down on the line. Sport on the line.
Yeah, Terracciano, Billy Dearman, and I believe we got one other sport rider. It's going to be in the GP class. That's Kelly Smith. So Kelly Smith, Sam Nemi, Billy Dearman, and Aaron Terracciano. Need you down to the starting line for your practice session. And yeah, I'll tell you what a difference a week makes, or a couple of weeks for sure make in that sport class. You know, last week it went down to about 8 or 9 riders, but when we were out on the East Coast,
full gate.
Yeah, we had full gate. 20 riders.
Yeah, we had full gates at both Florida stops.
Well, you know what happened was. What had happened was.
What?
Well, everybody that had a sport boat thought that that class was history out here on the West Coast, so they sold them to everybody on the East Coast real cheap.
Well, now who's having a good time?
Right, exactly.
Well, I'll tell you.
It's funny because you take a look at our sport riders that we got out here, and I believe that 3 of them are from east of the Mississippi.
Interesting. Florida,
Mississippi, and Michigan.
Okay. Well, we talked about the wind possibly being a factor. It's still crossways. So, Mike, I think that would be what from there. It's actually blowing what, east to west here. What's the Mr. GPS?
I'm looking for the sun. I can't believe I can't find it. I can't believe I can't find it because it's been blazing all day. I I think I sunburnt my eyes today. It was that bad.
Not possible because you're wearing those cool new bomber eyewears.
Yeah, if I didn't have these bomber shades protecting me, I would definitely be in trouble. Thank you, Bomber Eyewear, the official eyewear of the Pro Watercross Tour. And speaking of sponsors, I'd like to say a very special thanks to Hidden Trails Sea-Doo. You're watching the Pro Watercross Tour presented by Jet Lift and co-sponsored by Jet Renew, Solus, Shark Energy, Jet Trim, HydroTurf, Watcon.com, Squatch by Jack Links, and of course, Bomber Eyewear. Brought to you locally by Visit StGeorge.com, the city of Hurricane. And of course, great to be here at the beach at Sand Harbor. Bash, they call it, beach at Sand Harbor. Are you going to Bash today?
Are you ready? The Hidden Trail Sea-Doo Pro Watercross National Tour presented by Jet Lift invades the water at Sand Hollow State Park, right outside of St. George, Utah for the Red Desert Championship, this Friday and Saturday, June 24th and 25th. Free admission and fun for the whole family. Watch the fastest racers on the water go bar to bar in a points battle for a national championship. That's this Friday and Saturday, June 24th and 25th, Sand Hollow State Park, St. George, Utah. For more info, log on to prowatercross.com. That's prowatercross.com.
So, what brings you to town?
What brings anyone to St. George? A couple rounds of golf, a little relaxation.
What is that all?
Is there more? In a retirement community? Should have stuck with the back nine. Second thought.
Buddy, something's come up. I'm gonna need another hour. Can we push the meeting till noon? I am definitely gonna need to reschedule.
This is new.
Hi, I'm Kevin Lewis from the Tourism Office in St. George, Utah, and I want to welcome you to Sand Hollow State Park, the newest stop on the Pro Watercross Tour. We are excited to have you here. You're going to love the crystal blue water, the coral sand, and the beautiful red rock and OHV country right here in Sand Hollow State Park. It's the newest site on the tour. We welcome you here. Happy New Year.
time, though, to be had out here. I noticed that a lot of our riders have been renting the side-by-sides and heading off into the desert. Have you had a chance to actually rest and have a little R&R?
No, man, no rest for the weary. Me and Chucky are busting it hard with the rest of the team to get Kelly's boat dialed in. We learned some stuff on the flat water last week and tried to incorporate some different strategies this week. And I just let Dustin Farthing ride it because Kelly's not here, by the way.
Hey, I was wondering. I didn't see him out there in practice. What's going on there?
Yeah, I guess it was a little bit of a miscommunication that said he thought that the website had said Friday, Saturday, but it had the right dates, 24th, 25th. So anyway, he booked his ticket without going through the team manager first, and now we're paying for it. He's pinning it right now, and if he doesn't get a ticket, he'll probably make the race, but he won't get much practice. So.
Well, you know, one of the things I did notice is Sport GP is the last race of the evening. Yeah. Did you guys have anything to do with that?
I'm going to say praise God for that.
Okay, so you know people in high places.
Yeah, man. It's cool. We'll see what happens. You know, Sam has made his way out here with his program, and he is just solid and tough to beat. And then Billy Dearman's out here too, and we're all three running in the points, and I think we're the only ones really capable of being in the points because none of the other sport guys really made the trek out here out west. I actually love coming out west. I think it's important to go all over the country. If you're going to call it a national tour, to be represented in, you know, a lot of places and a lot of regions. We go on Arena Cross and we travel all the way from Tacoma, Washington to Tampa, Florida, and all the way up north to Pennsylvania and down south to Southern Cal and Texas. I mean, it's a national tour. And I know a lot of people complain about the travel and all that stuff. And, you know, I mean, but look where we are and look what we get to do. And we're super blessed. And God is really allowing all the competitors here on the Watercross Tour to fulfill the desires of their heart and that passion that they have. I say it every prayer that we do, but God has given this passion to us to race watercraft, including AJ and his crew and everybody. They're not doing this to get rich, and you aren't either, I know. So we're doing it because we love the sport, and my sponsors like the fact that we're going nationally to do it, and we're on TV and on the live stream and everything else. So we're happy.
Well, that's cool, you know, and like you say, we certainly are blessed to have this sport and to be able to do what we do. And there isn't one day that doesn't go by that I let everybody know that I appreciate it, and I appreciate it very much. Team Faith, I noticed the last couple of weeks that you guys have been doing the fruit smoothies. Explain to everybody that's watching, because a lot of you folks that are watching in on the live stream right now maybe don't understand, but Team Faith, I know in the National Arena Cross Series, when I was working with you guys always fed all of the riders right before the event. And now here on Saturdays normally, but I don't know if you guys are going to do it tonight or not, but you guys are doing fruit smoothies for everybody in the pits, which is really cool.
Yeah, on Arena Cross, it lends itself to feeding the guys. They give us a dedicated room, and there's a slot in the schedule where they finish practicing, and then they've got a couple of hours before they go race the night program. And so it's really conducive to us providing a meal. They would normally have to leave to go get something to eat anyway, so we just bring that in. And I'd love to do something like that here. I remember back in the day, Mike, the Lawrences used to do the like carne asada stuff and give it to everybody, and that was cool. And so we wanted to do something, and as hot as it's been this year and being on the beach and that atmosphere, my wife actually came up with the idea of doing free fruit smoothies for everybody. So that's what we're doing. We're not going to do it tonight because we'd be doing it about 8 o'clock, and I don't think anybody really cares to have a virgin fruit smoothie at 8 o'clock. But tomorrow, after the races are done, while everybody's packing up and get ready to leave, we'll go ahead and, after their last race, give anybody that's here, including the fans, a free fruit smoothie.
Hey, that's way cool, and I bet you guys have a lot of support with that too. I mean, because I know that you guys can't just reach into your pocket and take care of that. So who's helping you guys pay for all those fruit smoothies?
Yeah, man, our biggest sponsor is Fly Racing, Western Power Sports. Jetlift really stepped up this year to help us in our program. Brian at Jetlift and his wife Michelle really get the vision of Team Faith. I mean, we love competing, and we want to do well in the competitive arena, but it's really important. We really care. Our sponsors have demonstrated to us too that they're on board with the vision of caring for the spiritual well-being of all the athletes that come here. We can't go to church on the weekends because we're racing or traveling, so we provide a church service after the riders meeting. And the fruit smoothie thing is just another way that our sponsors have turned around and helped us show the love of Christ with no strings attached, man. And we're honored to do it. We're blessed to do it. I will add that while supplies last, we'll give free smooth. It's hard.
It sounds like a commercial right here.
It's hard to judge how much to buy, and unfortunately, we've had to throw some stuff away in the past. But we did a good job last week of really hitting everybody, and we think we've got, you know, the amount down. And man, we got a ton of other sponsors. Amsoil helps us out. Pirelli Tires, believe it or not, continues to support us on watercraft racing, even though they don't really sell anything that, you know, tires can be used on a watercraft. Sunstar, SSI Graphics makes our stuff look so good. That fruit smoothie box that we got now, that's all wrapped, that came from SSI decals. And
I'm going to tell you exactly what I told Pete Zernick last week. You need to put those upside down so you can actually read them instead of trying to cipher them while they're on your shirt.
I was hoping you'd just step in and start reading them for me, Mike.
I thought I was enjoying watching you struggle. I ain't gonna lie.
I thought that was brilliant.
Thank you guys so much for giving me the time. I know you want to get the program going. I'm honored to be here. I've been on the national tour since 1996, and as long as you'll keep letting me say Jesus on this microphone, man, I'm here. I'll be here to continue to race and put a program together and bring a church service to the races. So.
Well, let me tell you something. As long as Dawn and I are on the tower, you'll always be able to say Jesus on our microphone.
Anytime you want to, sir.
Amen.
It is an honor to have you, and I'm sure AJ feels the same. It is time.
It's that time. Once again, we need our Pro-Am ski stock class. We need you down to the starting line. And before you guys come down to the starting line, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to give the microphone back over to my good friend Brian O'Rourke, who will bestow a blessing upon the event.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's pray. Father in heaven, thank you so much again for everything that we just talked about, that we are blessed to be here and that we are blessed to have a national tour to travel to and to fulfill the desires of our heart. We recognize that it takes a special group of people to come and do this, and we want to give you thanks and praise for that. We invite you to be part of this event right now, and even as we prayed this morning and you blessed us with safety, we continue to ask you to watch over these athletes as they compete. Give them wisdom and strength on and off the race course, allow them to make the right decision, and Lord, somehow, some way, be glorified. In the name of Jesus we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, Brian.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if we could get everybody to please rise. The flag is located on top of the announcing tower. Let's pay homage to those brave young men and women who are overseas fighting for our right to race.
Man, it never fails.
I'm telling you, Leanne Rhymes just belts it out. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to St. George, Utah. And we've got the Pro-Am Ski Stock class that's coming up first. They're working their way to the line right now. And Dawn, as they're working their way to the line, we could talk a little bit about what has happened here the last couple weeks. Derek Helm, a big winner last week, riding for commander in his class.
Yeah, I tell you, it was great to see him be able to come out. First time we got to catch a glimpse of him on the national tour. He is going to be able to be at this race as well, but unfortunately, as he told us last week, hey, you know what, real life sometimes intervenes. He's really trying to get through school. And as he said, get a job, right? But it's so cool to have him out here, and what an incredible competitor.
Another good finish last week by Speedy Cabrera, David Cabrera, riding for Broward Motorsports.
Yeah, and I got to say the background on this guy, I almost say background on this kid because he acts like a grown-up kid. He is one of the veterans on the national tour and a veteran to pro watercross racing. But here is the one thing that you can always count on that guy. He is incredibly passionate about racing, and he's just good. I mean, he's flat out good. He's smart. He's strategic on the course. He knows how to take advantage, and he also knows how to turn in a great finish. He did it again last week.
You got rookie Gage Schoenher. You also got Mark Gomez, but adding another rider into the equation who's been on tour. He was on tour for the last 25 years. This is his first appearance this year on the Hidden Trail Sea-Doo Pro Watercross Tour presented by Jet Lift. That is Rob Flores.
Yeah, and that's got to be a bittersweet moment. Fun to come out and hang out and kind of have a vacation. But I've got to imagine there's a part of that because here's a gentleman that's many years defended his championship and his title in Pro-Am Ski Stock. This was kind of his class. He owned this class. So great to have him back out, and we love seeing him.
There's your Pro-Am stock lineup, Pro-Am Ski Stock lineup, for those of you who are listening in at home on the Visit West Virginia live stream. Again, Mike Young, joined by Don Dawson for the call this weekend. And Don, I'll tell you, not too many riders here on the Pro-Am Ski Stock. We've seen light turnouts in a couple of our different pro classes, but our Pro-Am Ski GP, which is, I believe, race number 19,
14 people. There's going to be 14 people on the line for that, and I can't wait to see it. I think that's going to be a big class. And, you know, again, Mike, it's not the first time that we've come to some of these races where you'll have some tour stops that are jam-packed on the line. I mean, we're seeing full gates all the time. But on some of them, when they're traveling, I mean, it's logistically a lot of money. I mean, just think about that, right? You got to travel out here, and if you're on the East Coast, say Florida, it can be upwards $6,000, $8,000 to get here just on a round. So I can certainly see why sometimes a little hard to make them.
Well, I'll tell you got a lot of the riders, especially that are from the East Coast here this weekend, that are very serious about getting that #1 plate here on the Pro Watercross Tour.
Yeah, and just some of them that have been joining us, you're going to see in just a little bit. Obviously, Sam Nemi, one of them out of Florida, has been on a crazy winning streak. Troy Snyder here this weekend, still working to defend that podium as well, and he also has looked really good this year. And interesting to talk to a lot of these guys, and I tell you, Troy is one of them. You know, we talked about some of the stuff in the past, like all of these racers in the past, and he feels the same way I think that you and I do. You know, it's just a privilege to be here.
Yeah,
it really
you got
is.
The Monster Energy Sea-Doo pilot, Dustin Farthing, who has not lost a moto. He'll be racing in the Pro-Am Runabout box stock and in the Pro-Am Runabout GP class.
Yeah, and of course I got the chance to watch his son race earlier today, and I think that's part of the joy of being able to hang out here. But those are just some of the fast riders, and of course we haven't even started talking about Pro-Am Ski GP. You've got the Motts, who has been on the attack on this tour. You've got Tyron Motzuris. Now, is Tyron here?
I'm not sure. Let me take a look. I'll take a look at my grid sheets while you're talking about that.
But, yeah, no worries. Go take a look at that. And then also we've got some of the other great ones. David Redinger, who has had an amazing series of races. And, of course, B-Rock in the house, Brock Austin, who had such a great finish last week. Yeah, so Tyron here again, so great to have him. And it was kind of interesting. We talked to Tyron last week, kind of got a chance to catch up a little bit. And he reminded us, you know, Don, I won my very first national tour race just 2 years ago in Reno, Nevada for the first time. And it was great to see him come back out last week and take that win yet again. Let's see what he does on the red sand beaches in St. George, Utah. That's where we are right now for round number 4. You're watching the live stream right here for the Hidden Trails Sea-Doo Pro Watercross National Tour, brought to you by Jet Lift. Hey, you, what's up?
Hey,
I did. I see both of us went to the local Walmart.
Right. Nicole Farthing joining us up here on the Tower of Power. And Nicole said she needed a 3-hour break today.
Woman, it is hot out here.
It is hot everywhere. I can't believe you guys are here for so long. I feel bad.
Oh, shush. Well, if you're here, we're going to be here. I saw the great footage from on the side-by-side. You guys were hanging out yesterday?
Yeah, we took the boys up through the dunes and everything. It was hot, but it was cool. It was
really fun.
It was hot, but it was cool.
Yeah.
I like the way she talks.
Right,
She has
right.
no filters on, Nicole. That's what I love
what
about
she
her.
means.
Yeah, it was a good time. It seemed like, glamorous. I don't know if you've ever been there through the sand and everything, but we had the kiddies, so, you had to be a little cautious.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird feeling, but fun.
Yeah, we're not really cautious people, Dustin and I.
I got that right.
I agree. Kind of full throttle is mostly all speed. Nicole, it is great to have you on the tour with us. I know it's been a long time since you've been doing the national tour, but it's great to have you guys back.
Yeah, it's good to be back. It's good. I love watching Devin race. As long as he's happy, that's all that matters. And Dustin wanted to come out one more time. I do wish we had a couple more people for him to go against and make it a little more interesting, but, it is what it is.
It is what it is, and you know what? We will see that the next couple of rounds. That's going to start. Gosh, I can imagine Atlantic City is definitely going to be full gates.
Oh, yeah.
Those are my favorite, the ocean races. I think all should be ocean races with waves. Make it fun, make it interesting. Then it doesn't matter how many people are out there because there's obstacles.
Exactly. Waves kind of make it that equalizer, and it's a never-changing track. And to me, it's more interesting than watching Supercross.
I agree what you guys said. I just ditto on that one. All right, well, yeah, they are catching up really quick. Pro-Am Ski Stock is what you're watching. It was Gage Schoenherr, Derek Helm, Mark Gomez, David Cabrera, Rob Flores, and it is going to be the flow from that inside split, and David Cabrera with the whole shot.
Yeah, Cabrera coming from the outside. He'll grab the whole shot, followed by Rob Flores, Derek Helm in the third spot. Gage Schoenherr settles in to that fourth place position, and rounding out your top five, it was boat number 225, and I'm not sure if that's Mark Gomez on borrowed property. All right, so your leader out there, top right-hand side of the track, David Speedy Cabrera out of Miramar, Florida, picking up a podium last week in Reno, riding for Broward Motorsports, Team Mean Racing, as well as the Wet Spot Gym and Exotic Signs, Hamilton, Weber Power, and Jet Tribe. And right now, it looks like first place and third place went to the outside split. Flo going to try to find some clean water on the inside.
That's really cool to watch him drop a leg, the signature leg drag for the Flo. Rob Flores, boat number 88. 25 years. Well, I guess this would now make 26, actually. 25 years last year.
Yep. And Flo right now trying to work on Cabrera. Cabrera slid out just a little bit. Going to give Flo about a half-second advantage as Flo knocking at that back door. Great to see him back out there on the track.
Yeah, it really is. Here's the other fun thing. Got Derek Helm up there running in third, and I love how Derek rides. Very aggressive. Let's see if he is able to come up there and put some pressure on the two front runners. For sure, he's back in there playing the spoiler. So if anything goes sideways, Derek Helm able to take advantage. That's a gentleman we were talking about that actually won last week.
All right, once again, your leaders are splitting sides. By the way, don't forget, folks, it is dinner time. If you're starting to get a little bit hungry, man, we got the best pulled pork in St. George, Utah. Sonny's is up there. Sunny Boy Barbecue Express, located right up there by our admin truck, or the toter home, as it's affectionately known. Cabrera still about the second and a half lead over Rob Flores. And Derek Helm watching it happen in front of him as these riders get ready to head down the back straightaway. For those of you folks that are listening in at home, we are going 12 minutes plus one lap in all of our pro show classes. Dawn, what do you got for us?
Well, I got some Shark Energy drink here because I think you need a boost, buddy. You've been really good on your Shark Energy overall.
Right.
I think you overamped a couple of times.
You're going to ration me now?
Yeah, kind of. Well, it's what I do.
I thought Carrie was at home.
Well, Carrie knows how to text me.
Right?
I'm just saying.
Carrie's texting you. Okay. She won't text me, but she'll text you.
Yeah, that's right. Nag squared.
I think she likes you more than me.
She does. I got her a really cool cup.
Okay, Flores going to try to get in Cabrera's head as you see him go way wide right there, almost into the merge.
Yep, that was a psych. That was definitely a psych move. Nice job. You know Rob Flores is going to do that. See if he can mess you up. Now here's the deal, though. Cabrera, Speedy, it's kind of hard to psych him out.
Right, exactly. He's a pretty schooled veteran himself. Again, coming to us out of Miramar, Florida, riding for Broward Motorsports, riding out of the big rig there, but rides with Team Mean Racing, which is a group of riders that get together at Markham Park down there in Fort Lauderdale, and they'll give 30 to 40 riders riding buoys every single weekend.
I noticed on that backstretch, Rob able to really drop low in the tray, get towards the back, see if he can keep that intake grate hooked up as much as possible, get a little extra speed. Continuing to push that inside split.
And most of the riders going to the outside. So here we go, down the front straightaway again. And it looks like Cabrera may have picked up a second that last time around. Again, Dave Cabrera on that throaty sounding 4-stroke hydrospace as he works his way past the tower. And into the chicanes over here, headed up toward the top left-hand side of the track. For those of you viewing here live with us at St. George, we're having a great time here at Sand Hollow Restaurant, located right behind us. Sand Hollow, the name of the park as well. They've got a golf course, Sand Hollow, too. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my sticks out.
I don't think they have any Shark energy drink. We should probably hook them up.
We should probably hook them up.
You know, here's an interesting thing on this lake. I've been watching the conditions all day, and just the way the wind has been pushing, it's really been knocking the waves down, which, as much acreage as we got over here on this lake, I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen bigger rollers today.
Yeah, again, I think it's the direction that it's coming from. It looks like it's coming from west to east right now. And again, Cabrera goes to the outside.
Just not noticing the front of those boats pumping up a whole lot. You know, it's been pretty flat water for him. Whoa, Helm putting a push on Rob.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I'm not sure if that inside's a little bit slower, but it looks like Rob going backwards just a little bit. And now he's being pressed by Derek Helm, who is also coming from the outside. Your third, fourth, and fifth place rider all going to the outside that last time around, in case anybody out there is taking notes.
Well, they certainly have been.
Hey, by the way, we need race number 16. Race number 16, please report to the line. That's the Pro-Am Runabout Box Stock. Pro-Am Runabout Box Stock, race number 16. Need to start working your way to the line. We sure do appreciate it.
Meanwhile, the gentleman out of Miramar, Florida, currently again on that outside split, and that's been the consistent run for him today, well, and earlier today as well. You are watching the Pro Watercross National Tour. That's David Cabrera, sponsored by BMS, TMR, WSR, Exotic Signs, Hamilton, Weber, and Jet Trim. And so cool to see that very signature yellow, red, and orange boat of Rob Flores. And again, opened up the gap as that halfway mark has come out between him and Derek Helm, boat number 24. Derek aboard Commander Industries as far as his team. Those guys just picked him up as a ride a couple of years ago, but it's really cool to have him out there with us.
All right, down the back straightaway for Dave Cabrera. Got about a 3.5 second advantage right now over Rob Flores, and another 3.5 seconds between Flores and Helm, and another 3.5 seconds between Helm and Schoenherr.
Yep. Do need to have race number 16. This was the first race of the Pro Show this evening, but Pro-Am Runabout Box Stock. Do need to have you down on the line, please. Pro-Am Runabout Box Stock. This public service announcement brought to you by Visit West Virginia.
That's right. We are going to be visiting West Virginia, the final round of the tour, and we invite everybody here in Utah to jump on a plane and join us out in Charleston, West Virginia, home of Hidden Trails Motorsports, and the national finals, which will be televised for CBS Sports.
I just want to visit more of St. George, Utah. And if you'd like to visit them, go to visitstgeorge.com. Also, a special shout out to the city of Hurricane, Utah, Washington County, and of course the beach at Sand Hollow, or as Mike likes to call them, the Bash.
The Bash. The Bash is here in St. George. By the way, congratulations to our corporate challenge guys from Washington County. Did you notice it was actually one of the Washington County commissioners that was the anchor man for that team that won?
Yes, I certainly did. Zach, who told me he hadn't really ridden jet skis that much. You
I
fit.
don't know. He's a politician.
Uh-huh. Well, you know, I tell you, it is kind of interesting, these cooler temperatures in the afternoon, 106 degrees.
Well, yeah, I think it's the same temperature. It's just that now that we're getting a little bit of wind. And for those, if those of you are back home listening in, it feels like somebody's got a hairdryer right next to you, and your hair's already dry.
Yeah. It's pretty hot. Good point.
It's getting hot in her. Yeah, we're taking a look at the forecast for tomorrow morning. 86 degrees at 10 a.m. and by 5 o'clock, we're looking at 102 degrees.
Wowza.
Wow.
Well, you know what? It's better than last year.
Yeah, last year.
113.
Yeah, it was 113. And that's without being up here on the announcing tower, because on the announcing tower, you actually have aluminum walkboards. So you're getting it from both sides. The sun's coming up, reflecting onto you when you're trying to take it off of you.
You are listening to royalty-free music radio. Okay.
Okay. Hey, I do want to do a special shout out for Sunny Boys Barbecue, and just let you know, if you competed today, we had a little special gift for you, and Jennifer tried to catch everybody, but just in case she didn't get everybody, we've got these little meal vouchers, and it's good for a sandwich, a side, and a drink, and that is compliments of the St. George Area Sports Commission. We really appreciate you guys very much. But what they're doing is they're offering this great free sandwich from Sunny Boys Barbecue, and I've got a few extra because we didn't give them out to everybody. We weren't able to find everybody. So if you did not get this coupon and you did compete or signed up to compete this weekend, I've got one for you. So
all right, cool.
Not you, though. You didn't compete.
I didn't compete? Okay.
Oh, actually, Jennifer said, wow, she doesn't trust me. What, do I look hungry?
She said, yeah, give me those back. They can come and see me.
Jennifer's like, yeah. Go see Jennifer.
She's like, give me those.
She's adorable. She's just giving us a hard time. But anyway, if you would, go see Jennifer. She'll get you guys hooked up.
Well, just so you folks know, there hasn't been any lead swapping.
Okay, thank you.
Last couple laps there, you still got Cabrera out in front, followed by Flores. And Derek Helm rounding out your top three. Again, Cabrera, sponsored by Broward Motorsports. Rob Flores looking down here, a privateer for his first time back. And it looks like Derek Helm, obviously riding for Commander.
Yeah, I think it's the first time I've ever seen Rob Flores' name on a racer sheet and not seen sponsors next to it. And I will say, when you look out on the track, it's like he never stepped off of it. I mean, I don't notice anything different at all about his riding style.
Yeah, he still looks very fast. And I noticed that Rob opened up a new business doing
really?
rustic designs.
Okay.
Yeah, really neat. I've seen a bunch of his stuff on Facebook. Yeah, it looks... and everything is custom. And if you know Rob had something to do with it, there's probably a lot of man hours that went into it. But I'm sure that you could check him out on Facebook and take a look at that product.
Heads up on the front stretch. Derek Helm putting a little pressure on the flow once again from that outside split, Mike.
Yeah, Flo, again, going to that inside split. He's been consistent on that inside split. It seems like, he drops back about a quarter to a half a second every time he uses that inside. But again, Dave Cabrera using the outside, and probably using the outside because he's got that four-stroke boat. It's got a lot of mid to top range. Flo with the tighter, more technical turns. Actually utilizing that two-stroke he's got out there.
Yeah, I think you like that outside split if you're able to just sweep, run some sweeper turns. When you go into that inside, you're going to kind of want to revert back to that snap turn where you chop the throttle, go in and snap it really hard. And those four-strokes just don't love that as much for sure. All right, Pro-Am Runabout Box Sock. Need to have you on the light. Whoa, what happened, Mike?
Oh, Flores went down right there at that first turn in the inside split, and that is going to move Derek Helm up into second place with the white flag flying. What a time for that to happen.
Grr.
Tough break for Flo.
Yeah, I hate it when that takes you out, and then you see the white flag right after the mistake. And you saw him. He looked at it, shook his head.
Well, yeah, I don't know. He might have water in his ear right there because you could see him coming down, and he kind of looked like my little puppy dog when I try to give her direction, and she just kind of tilts her head sideways. Like, what are you saying, Poppy?
Oh, my goodness. This live action brought to you by Hidden Trails Motorsports.
It's obviously late in the day.
Yep, segue. Hidden Trails Motorsports and, of course, Sea-Doo. A special shout-out to Jet Lift as well. Brian in the house.
Yeah, they got some amazing product there at Jet Lift, and we invite everybody to support those who support the sport. And Brian Versoki from Jet Lift has definitely supported the sport, whether it's amateur racing, whether it's pro racing, or the racers themselves.
Put your hands together for David Cabrera, or Speedy, as we like to call him, taking the win in your first moto for Pro-Am Ski Stock. And it is going to be Derek Helm aboard that Commander Industries boat for second.
Yeah, and again, Helm took a first on the podium last week, and I believe it was Cabrera that also did very well. Took a Moto #1 win, took a second in the second Moto last weekend. Flo will end up in third place. Gage Schoenherr in the fourth spot, followed by Mark Gomez. That rounds out your top 5, and we've got the Pro-Am Runabout Box Stock. Pro-Am Runabout Box Stock.
All right, here's your rundown for Pro-Am Runabout Box Stock out of Rydell, Georgia, sponsored by Metal Roofing Manufacturing, Dean's Team, and Riva. It's the 8-ball. Boat number 8, Jeff Dykowski. Out of Bradenton, Florida, sponsored by Judge Motorsports, Jet Pilot, and Riva. Boat number 110, Troy Snyder, the Slugger. Out of Ackworth, Georgia, sponsored by Monster Energy Drink, Sea-Doo, and Mountain Motorsports. Boat number 116, King D, Dustin Farthing. Out of Bellevue, Florida, sponsored by Hidden Trails Motorsports, Sea-Doo, X-Team, and Jet Trim. Boat number 149, that's Tim Ducat. And rounding out your field today out of Madison, Mississippi, sponsored by Judge Motorsports, R&D, Scat Track, Jet Trim, and Jet Pilot. It is One USA, Billy Dearman. Putting that one on the side of his boat because of his national championship win last year. Great to have him back also after a 12-year hiatus. We're just getting these guys restaged. Typical 12-minute motos. Unless we can bribe Carson. Carson says, no way, man, you can't bribe me.
That's what they want. They want 12.
They want 12. 12 it is. One dozen. 1 dozen minutes.
All right, Pro-Am Runabout Box Stock. That's what we're getting ready to watch. 12 minutes plus a lap, and it looks like we had originally 5 riders scheduled to be there. I see it looks like it might be Bill Dearman.
Missing, yeah.
It is missing from Madison, Mississippi.
And he has just had a lot of issues. It was so funny because, you know, last year it just couldn't seem like anything would go wrong at all. Boats were running great. He was doing really great. This year just plagued with boat problems.
All right, nice Jeff Dykowski with the hole shot on the 8-ball. Troy Snyder in that second place position as they head into the split section. And it looks like Dykowski goes to the outside, followed by Ducat and Snyder and Farthing to the inside.
Troy Snyder, of course, with Tim Judge underneath the hood. And when you got that kind of name working with you, definitely a big plus. Going to be the call for Jeff Dykowski in the hole shot. Troy going to drop right into second. Ducat on the hunt in third. And it looks like Dustin Farthing about to go to work.
Yeah, Farthing, as we pointed out at the beginning of our program here, has been undefeated in every moto so far this season.
And already has 1 pass. Tim Ducat moving Mr. Farthing into third.
So Ducat slides back to fourth, and Farthing puts Troy Snyder in his gun sights. Meanwhile, Jeff Dykowski with a very fast boat. You know, Jeff is running this year for Dean's team, as well as Riva and his company, Metal Roofing Manufacturing. And had the opportunity to speak with Dean, who's been preparing for the U.S. Hydro Drag Nationals, which will be coming up in a couple weeks. And look, Farthing.
Troy trying to shut the door on Dustin. Dustin, a nice move from that inside split.
Dustin said, okay, yeah, you go ahead, take that speed into that corner, and then I'm going to have position and peace out. I'm going to take second place.
Nicely done.
Smart move there by Farthing. Just baited him.
He did. Wait for it.
So now Farthing with Dykowski in his gun sights. As we head on to the right-hand side of the track, Dykowski going to opt to go to the inside. We'll see if Dustin tries to find some water, clean water on the inside. Nope. He's going to follow suit. Says, you know what, this is a little quicker. I'll pick up a second or two this way and get right on his tail, get in his head, and make the pass from the inside. That's what I'm predicting up here at the announcing tower.
I like the way you think. Race number 16 is what you're watching on the water. That's Pro-Am Runabout box stock.
We've only got Gomez. Huh?
I don't even think he thinks he's coming back.
Gomez, could I have you to the tower, sir? Meanwhile, Dykowski from the outside and Dustin Farthing moving in from that inside, still working on reeling Dykowski in. A little cat and mouse game happening as you're watching Runabout box stock. Meanwhile, Troy Snyder and Tim Ducat going at it.
Okay, so do you think Dustin's getting in Dykowski's head right now?
Oh, yeah.
Dykowski just turned around. He looked completely behind him like he had a swivel on his head.
Yeah. Listen, I'm going to be blunt. If I had Dustin Farthing behind me, I would look like a bobblehead back there, too.
Right.
Where are you? Yeah, it's kind of hard not to not get sucked into that. But I'll tell you, Dykowski, a great racer. Really cool to see him out here under that Dean's team-powered boat. And he also had been working on a lot of different issues last year. But, man, they got that thing dialed in. Meanwhile, that inside split, Dustin Farthing taking over the lead. And is he able to hold on to it as Dykowski pushing him? Dykowski also got a little baited in.
Let's go back about 3 minutes ago. What did I say was going to happen?
Whatever,
exactly.
you little mind reader.
Inside, took the line away, and now he's hasta la bye-bye.
Oh, you're so smart.
Well, you know, after watching Dustin pretty much his entire career in announcing, you kind of get, you know what they're going to do. You kind of know when they're going to do it and how they're baiting him, how they're trying to get in the other rider's head. And I used to get such a big kick out of Dustin when he was younger. And, you know, from all the big races, whether they were tour races or Havasu, you know, he would always, no matter whether his engine was fired up or not, he would hold his hand up for a 2-minute hold.
Yeah.
And everybody knew, except for the riders beside him, that he was just getting in their head.
Yeah.
Now they got to shut down their boats, and as soon as they would all shut down their boats, he'd put his hand up and give him a thumbs up.
I'm gonna tell you a little. You know, it's interesting. The last couple times that we had seen him out at the Worlds, he'd really been plagued by a lot of boat trouble. You know.
Yeah.
But you guys, when he's on the track and those boats are going, I am telling you, it is a brouhaha.
He was on a different brand then.
Yeah.
And you know, I think that they were having a big problem, not just Dustin, but everybody that was using that brand with the superchargers. And I know that the one year I talked to his father, Phil, and they said they went through like 4 superchargers in a week. And that was during practice at Body Beach.
What a mess. Oh, man, what a mess.
Motors being overnighted from Yamaha. Crazy stuff. And Farthing on a Sunday cruise right now on a Friday afternoon. Speaking of Friday afternoon, special thanks to all of you race fans that are watching on our Visit West Virginia live stream. I know this isn't the norm. This is the first time that we've raced on a Friday afternoon and into the evening. So we do appreciate you folks for showing up. And tell you, if I was back home, what a great way to spend your happy hour.
Yeah, I tell you, I couldn't pick a better spot to hang out. It is a little later back home. Race number 17, well, actually, race 17 is freestyle. If I could have Mark Gomez to the tower, I was going to ask you a couple questions. Mark Gomez, if I could have you to the tower. Mark, actually, you don't even have to walk all the way up here. Were you wanting to do freestyle? Because you're up next if you want to do it that way. It's up to you, bud, and then we can give Pro-Am Runabout GP a quick break. Cool with you?
Yeah, we got a couple guys that are running box stock in this class, and GP is the next race after freestyle. So, Mark, we appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what, Mark, what a professional that guy is, Mark Gomez. You know, I have nothing but great stuff to say about that kid.
I know.
You know, I mean, he's such a great ambassador of the sport. And I forget where we were at. It might have been at the Blowsion Surfslam, but there was a big write-up on how he had helped. He didn't know this kid from Adam back east, and didn't know him from Adam. But somehow the kid had got Mark's email address, and Mark emailed him. You know, he was having a problem with the ski, emailed him exactly what he needed to do to his ski, and not only did that, took the guy's address down, and then sent him a little pack full of all kinds of sponsored goodies, T-shirts, hats, koozies, keychains. That's going over and above what he needed to do, and that's the kind of people that we like representing this sport. And speaking of a great representative of the sport, the king, Dustin Farthing. You know, all of his race winnings this year are actually going to an Atlanta Children's Hospital. That is way cool.
Very impressive to watch this young man grow and then be able to multitask so successfully, right? So he's a partner in 6 dealerships now. He is oh my gosh, over 20-year veteran of jet ski racing, and really one of the names. I mean, if you were to have people named.
When it comes down to the 3 best, his name's there.
And on top of that, he has an incredible family. And then on top of that, time out to kind of relax, and he's just got a balanced life. I like how he keeps his head together, and he just is very balanced, which is pretty cool.
What you mean is you like how he rolls?
Okay, yeah.
His 25th year, where we actually have Nicole Farthing standing next to us up here on the announcing tower, watching on as her husband is dicing up the competition right now.
I said I thought he had 17 world titles, but how many does he actually? 17 total titles.
Yeah, 17 total titles.
Okay.
There was some confusion on that a couple weeks ago.
18. Right.
Right.
We're going to give him 18.
I got a title at my local lake. Right.
No, I lost my title at my local lake. I'm just kidding. 18 titles, one of those for Best Dad. We'll give him Best Dad, World's Best Dad.
Right, we'll give him 18 titles.
All right, up next going to be our pro freestyler, Mark Gomez out of Fullerton, California. We're going to take a quick break for that. Then we're going to be coming back to some closed course racing, and that is going to be Pro-Am Runabout GP, so lock in.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you got all 3 GP classes coming up after pro freestyle, so folks, if you're sitting at home right now, make sure you get them burgers off the grill, get an ice cold beverage, and sit down, because we are getting ready to take off as Dustin Farthing right now getting the 2 minutes sign from our flagger out there this weekend. It's Robbie out there that's flagging for us. And,
hey, again.
I'm looking at Farthing right now, and it looks like he's getting ready to start putting people a lap down if these guys don't start kicking the tires and lighting the fires. Jeff Dykowski still in 2nd place on the 8-ball. I know when I talked to him last week, he was ecstatic. He said, you know what? I was in front of Farthing for 4 laps, and it was the best 4 laps of my life.
Hey, Mikey.
Yes, what do you got?
Well, I'm up here with Kevin Lewis from St. George Tourism, and I was going to kind of just catch up with him.
Yeah, you know, I know Kevin from the Teams conferences and the Connect Sports conferences. Kevin, good to see you up here.
Good to see you again. Yeah, it's great to be here. Glad to have all the pro watercross folks out here today. Hope you're having a good time in this great place.
Man, it's gorgeous. Okay, if you had to name like the top 5 things to do while I'm in St. George, go ahead.
Well, there's kind of a must-do list. You got to see Zion National Park, of course. That's the
check.
You know, milestone. You got to be out here at Sand Hollow, I think. It's one of my top 5s.
I am agreeing with you. This place is beautiful. We're actually on the live stream as well, which is awesome.
Oh, fantastic. Very good. So, Zion National Park, Sand Hollow State Park. I would get into town. In fact, tonight we have an event going on in St. George. It's called First Friday. Now, I know we got a lot of racing going on out here, but every first Friday of every month, they have an event downtown Main Street. They block it off, bands, entertainment, all kinds of fun stuff going on. So that's a good thing. First Friday every month in St. George.
Wow, I like that. That sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, what else?
Well, let's see. Have you been to Snow Canyon State Park?
I have not. What's in Snow Canyon?
Oh, Snow Canyon, if it were anywhere else in the world, it would be a national park. That's how good it is. It's our kind of hidden little gem. It's on the other side of St. George, on the east side. And it's just incredible red rock, great scrambling for the kids if they want to get up and climb around on the rocks. There's all kinds of neat formations. And then you've got these kind of layers going on there. So you've got lava rock, the block lava, You've got white sandstone and then the red sandstone.
Ooh, beautiful.
Nice. Springtime's a great time to be there with the flowers blooming and all of that.
So Snow Canyon.
Snow Canyon State Park.
Okay, I will remember that one.
Yeah.
Well, you are definitely the guy to know. It's good to be hooked up on that. Hey, I want to say a special thanks, by the way, for helping put together that corporate cup today. It was awesome to see all those guys. Yes.
Wasn't that fun? And sometimes some of those first time riders, getting a hoot watching them take the buoys and learn what this is all about.
It was pretty interesting, wasn't it? And it's so addicting. I did warn everybody.
Yes.
It was very much a very addicting thing. So I'm glad. So that they seem like they had a good time?
I think they had a great time. You know, we had our defending championship team back. We had some of the other teams out to beat them that came back again. Then we had some new teams this year. I think we'll see a bigger field next year.
And it was great to have the county commissioner out here, too.
Exactly. Zach Renstrom's pretty amazing commissioner. This guy gets out and about and does a lot of things. He does the Ironman event. He's come out now to do the Watercross. So, yeah, you'll see Zach just about everywhere.
Awesome. Well, listen, I really appreciate you taking time out to catch up with us, Kevin. It's awesome to have you here.
Don, it's wonderful to be here. Thanks for coming back.
Oh, man, it's awesome. I tell you, it was really great. First time I met you in Florida, actually.
That's right. Yeah. Panama Beach.
Boom. And it's funny how you're like, we're going to get you guys out there. The next thing we know, we made this a regular tour.
Well, the funny thing is, we hit each other up. We found each other in the hotel?
Yeah.
It was when we first ran into each other, didn't even know each other, and all of a sudden we're talking to Don, the announcer.
Oh, my gosh.
We were excited.
It was really fun. Well, I am so glad that we could make this work, and it looks to me like this is something we'll be able to do year after year.
Yeah, keep coming out, and then plan your vacations around this. Bring your ATVs, come up, hit the hills up above us here. It's pretty fantastic.
Stop it, Kevin. You're threatening me with a good time, and you know how I react to that. All right, you guys, that was Kevin Lewis with the St. George Tourism. Meanwhile, let's do the shout out for our checkered flag. Yeah, Dustin Farthing taking the win.
Yeah, Farthing taking the win. Dykowski coming through in second. And Troy the Slugger Snyder rounding out your top three, followed in by Ducat. We got Mark Gomez coming up next. We got any freestyle fans out there? Hey, we still got a couple of them. Do we got anybody that can wear a medium t-shirt out there? I've got 4 medium t-shirts to give away from the Tower of Power. These are corporate challenge t-shirts from the Pro Watercross Tour. Free t-shirt. All you got to do is come in front of the tower and say, Mike, toss me one. Free t-shirts. Free t-shirts. Can I get it all the way over there? I don't know.
Do you throw like a girl?
I gotta throw like a girl.
Come closer. See? I warned you.
Look, now you're going to need some Tide. There we go, sweetie. We got one for you. Whoa, here we go. Curveball. I got another one. Hey, I got another one. Hold on. I got more for you. I got more for you. We've got some leftover corporate challenge t-shirts here, and just like to give them away and just say thanks to you fans that have stuck around all night long for us here. And all day long.
And all day.
All right, let's give one to this gentleman right over there. Boom, got you.
Wow, nice
How about
catch.
that, huh?
Slugger. This gentleman right here wants one. Oops.
There we go. Help us out there, Don. Get just our way of saying thank you for sticking around and hanging out. We sure do appreciate it. Win is Pro Ski. Pro Ski GP is race number 19. We got Mark Gomez going out for freestyle. We got the Pro Runabout GP, the Pro Ski GP, and then the Pro Sport GP will be the final race of the day. We got you, Bill.
You're the man, Bill.
Hope you guys are all having fun out there today. I know it's a hot one. Make sure that you just stay hydrated, that's all. We can beat the heat, baby. We can beat the heat right here in St. George.
Man, you got to check out Bill Austin's cool tent. They're right there. We have a couple more. Come on over.
DJ Maverick doing a great job with the music today. And here we go, Mark Gomez. He scared off the competition. So he's going to go out there and just throw on a little display for us today. Gomer ready to go. We got the thumbs up. And he's all right. Here we go. If you guys have never seen freestyle before, this is something you're going to want to watch. This guy's one of the best in the world. He's the current IFWA free ride world champion. Just coming back from Europe where he won 3 rounds over there. And we're fortunate enough we're going to get to see him. Uh-oh. He's flirting with disaster here. Up, and look at that barrel roll all the way over. all the way over our merge over there.
You know, that thing's got some significant height. It doesn't look too tall from up here.
Let's see if we got the buoy touch. There we go. Nice barrel roll, buoy touch.
That's so awesome.
This kid is something else. Spends his Monday through Fridays as a stuntman in the Water World show at Universal Studios in Anaheim, California. There we go. Little Hollywood corkscrew drives it out.
I know that Mark Gomez actually had to get a written permission from Carson Batchelder to actually mess with those buoys.
Nice backflip. Well, no, I think Mark said it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. As a
nice
promoter,
backflip.
As a promoter, I can tell you that's done a lot in our industry. Mark actually, one of the riders that was in the pool at the Daytona Free Ride and actually did backflips in the swimming pool at the free ride. So there we go. Nice no-handed barrel roll.
Oh, kind of rodeoed that one over on that final backflip.
Yeah, I did a no-handed barrel roll over the buoy.
You know, a little inside information on this one. You know, we were watching that Richter boat, that demo boat that is so cool. Typically, when you're looking at freestyle, when we're doing freestyle in this routine where you got the 2 minutes and a lot of flat water, those boats are about 60 pounds. That particular demo boat's about 120 pounds.
Wow.
So it's a big difference. So if you wonder why he's kind of pushing it sometimes to get that thing over, and then to add to the excitement, you can run up to a 1200, and he's actually still working with that 1000. So.
Yeah, exactly, which is pretty much where our amateurs are right now.
Yep.
They're running the 900 cc's.
Let's do that.
Next race needs to be online at 6:45. The next race, our Pro Runabout GP, needs to be online at 6:45.
You know, it looks like Mark's still trying to get that boat back underway. He might grab a little quick tow, but a fantastic routine for him. He'd already been out once today, just came back out one more time for us, which we really appreciate.
Right. By the way, I'd like to say a very special thanks to Mark for going out doing that display for all of our folks who are in the corporate challenge here.
Man, that was an awesome corporate challenge. I was just so impressed. Again, congratulations to the St. George Chamber of Commerce.
You know, I was impressed with Chad Cole.
Aw.
Chad Cole, man, the burner, Chad Cole.
He is a legend.
AKA the Vanilla Gorilla.
Yep.
He was something else, had the fastest time in the corporate challenge by almost 2 seconds.
I told you. We had a bet, remember? Although he went faster even than I said. He's in such good shape now. Oh, he went up and over that merge buoy one more time. Another big barrel roll. Hit it clean. Well, he didn't hit the buoy. He just went clean. Okay, again, Pro and Runabout GP, I do need to have you guys get down. We are ready to go. Have you down to the line. Backflip over the buoy, Mike.
Yeah, gotta like it. You know, it's almost, when you put them buoys and you put the merge buoy out there, the big hot dog, it's almost like a street course for this kid. And I'm waiting until Freestyle does that. You know, they put some rail slides out there. They put a couple ramps out there, a couple buoys that they can play with, maybe a quarter pipe. I know that Freestyle Motocross, if you've been watching any of the Red Bull X Fighters shows, they've actually got a quarter pipe now. Nice one-hander.
You're like talking about a liquid circus, like the Nitro Circus.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, you really make it a big show, and I totally agree. I think having all the little extra water toys out there would make it very much fun. Then let's go ahead and throw it and make it into a festival. We'll do it at night. We'll put it under the lights.
Very
have it
good.
going with a concert like you were talking about.
Yeah, that's actually what we're going to be doing at Jet Cross next week.
Oh! Now, I don't see that very often.
Right. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? Put your hands together for Mark Gomez, who does a one backflip into a Ghost Rider backflip with a Mark Spitz off to the side.
There you go. All right, I need to have Pro and Runabout GP on the line. Pro and Runabout GP on the line. Pro and Runabout GP to the line. Yeah, I don't see him lose his boat very often.
Nah, not very often at all. But I'll tell you what, he knew when to lose it. He was coming up a little bit short there, and he said, you know what, we're hitting the bail button on this one.
I'm out of here. I don't need that 8 seconds. I'm done.
Right, exactly.
All right, you guys, do me a favor. Put your hands together one more time for Mark Gomez. Second time out here today in this heat. We are so proud of him. What a great competitor.
Yeah, does a great job. So good that Bomber Eyewear actually named one of their sunglass lines after him, the Gomer Bombs.
Yep. And, of course, one of his Big sponsors, David Faquette and Dawn, of course, from KMG, and they're out here this weekend. Love to see them. It was great to catch up with them.
Yeah, you know who's down there with them as well. I seen the Samurai, Toshi Ohara.
Yes, we get to watch Toshi. I can't wait.
Looking forward to that. Haven't seen Toshi ride since last year in Lake Havasu. And I guess the boys were all down in Lake Havasu practicing between the Reno round and this round here.
David and Chris were like, we broke him in good. We just took him right to Lake Havasu where it was over 102 before we brought him down here. And I was like, I think that was a bit of a shock.
Training.
Yeah. Came all the way over from Japan. All right, you guys, Pro and Runabout GP, I need to have you, punch the clock. Come hang out with us behind the band. You're up, Pro-Am Runabout GP. Pro-Am Ski, I need to have you start getting prepped.
That's right. 3 races left. 36 minutes and 3 laps from now. Yep. We've got all of our GP classes. We'll start with our Runabout GP. We'll go to our Ski GP, and then we'll have our Sport GP, the final race of the day, which should be right about 7:30. Again, while we have the opportunity, I'd like to say a very special thanks to everybody watching the Visit West Virginia live stream. You're watching the Hidden Trails Sea-Doo Pro Watercross National Tour presented by JetLift and co-sponsored by Jet Renew, Solus, Shark Energy, Jet Trim, HydroTurf, Bomber Eyewear, Walkon.com, and Squatch by Jack Links. I noticed that we hadn't had any Squatch giveaways today.
We squatched out.
Are we squatched out?
No. We're saving it. Saving it for tomorrow.
Fantastic. Yeah, a lot of folks wait until Saturday to come down. I think, the schedule's kind of got everybody a little bit messed up because this is the first time that I can remember my 28 years of being up here on the tower racing on a Friday.
And then on top of that, we had a little bit more excitement for it. We made you race on a Friday night because we could.
Right.
All good, guys. It's all good. It's really cool to have you joining us for round number 4 for the Hidden Trails Sea-Doo Pro Watercross National Tour, presented by JetLift. And don't go away because we've got all the big fast boats coming at you literally in a row. We're going to have Pro-Am Runabout GP. Need to have you on the line, actually. Pro-Am Runabout GP. Need to have you on the line. Pro-Am Ski GP. Need to have you next. And then it's going to be Sport GP as our final race of the day.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Kevin Lewis from the Tourism Office in St. George, Utah, and I want to welcome you to Sand Hollow State Park, the newest stop on the Pro Watercross Tour. We are excited to have you here. You're going to love the crystal blue water, the coral sand, and the beautiful red rock and OHV country right here in Sand Hollow State Park. It's the newest site on the tour. We welcome you here. Happy New Year.
Riding, always go riding with a friend for safety. And I'm not friend.
Hey, this is Jay Turlington, and thanks for watching Pro Watercross.
My name is Derek Levitt. Welcome to the beach at Sand Hollow.
Hello, my name is Chuck Quinzler from Team Faith Racing, and I'm the tuner for our racing team. And we're here in St. George, working on racing.
This is Jeff Dukowski in St. George, Utah. Thank you for watching ProWatercross.com.
Hey, how you doing? It's Todd Valentino here. I'm racing amateur ski stock on my Yamaha Superjet over here. And thanks for watching Pro Watercross.
Hidden Trail Sea-Doo Pro Watercross National Tour presented by Jet Lift invades the water at Sand Hollow State Park, right outside of St. George, Utah, for the Red Desert Championship this Friday and Saturday, June 24th and 25th. Free admission and fun for the whole family. Watch the fastest racers on the water go bar to bar in a points battle for a national championship. That's this Friday and Saturday, June 24th and 25th, Sand Hollow State Park, St. George, Utah. For more info, log on to prowatercross.com. That's prowatercross.com.
So, what brings you to town?
What brings anyone to St. George? A couple rounds of golf, a little relaxation.
What is that all?
Is there more? In a retirement community? Should have stuck with the back nine.
Landed. Can we meet in half an hour?
On second thought.
Buddy, something's come up. I'm gonna need another hour. Can we push the meeting till noon? I am definitely gonna need to reschedule.
This is new.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Red Rock Championship here at St. George, Utah. And a lot of crazy things happening here during the break, Don.
Yeah, I tell you, the first thing that we all noticed is Mr. Farley was out there, Dustin was out there doing a warm-up on his GP boat, and noticed having some issues on it and having to swap out. Got them all fixed, but he's got a good crew. They've already got them reorganized, and then we're waiting on Trey Frame as well, who is making a dash for cash down here.
Yeah, he's actually backing down the ramp right now as we speak. So again, Pro-Am Runabout GP, you've talked about the riders. Chad Cole, Tyron Matsuris wanted to remind you that you're going to be holding for him the next
Tyron.
race.
Smart call. He's a good holder. That's awesome.
So going back to the Pro-Am Runabout GP, Trey Frame out of Charleston, West Virginia, riding for Hidden Trails Motorsports, Black Star, DEI, as well as Jet Tribe, Riva, and Engine Tech Superchargers.
Out of Ackworth, Georgia, sponsored by Monster Energy Drink, Sea-Doo, Mountain Motorsports, boat number 116, King D, Dustin Farthing.
And boat number 149 out of Bellevue, Florida, riding for Hidden Trails Motorsports, the Sea-Doo X Team, and Jet Trim, that's Tim Ducat. All right, due to the late turnout here, from what I understand, yeah, by the way, what I was saying, Don, before I got a monkey caught in my throat, we were only going to run 8 laps. Normally we'd go 12 minutes plus a lap, but due to the fact that we've only got 3 riders here, we're going to go 8 laps in this Pro Runabout GP for everybody who is watching on at home, and should be an interesting 8 laps. Either way, we just seen, and I don't know if you had talked about this or not with Dustin. He was out there testing his turbo boat, and obviously something went wrong because he came back in on the gap, so he's got a backup boat that he's going to be on. Remember, he's led every lap in the GP class so far this season.
Yep. They didn't get every hole shot, but he has, before the end of the race, been at the beginning.
All right, looks like Trey Frame on the inside might have the position and grab the first hole shot other than Dustin Farthing in the GP division. And Trey Frame grabbing his first hole shot in the GP class of the 2016 Pro Watercross National Tour, presented by Jet Lift.
All right, so Dustin Farthing to the inside split, and it's going to be Frame with the momentum and going to have that front stretch. Final call for the hole shot with Dustin in second and Ducat in third.
Yeah, and Dustin takes a look over, checks out where Ducat's at, knows that he's got a lot of breathing room right now. As they work their way through the chicanes on the left-hand side of the track, it's going to be Trey Frame down the back straightaway, followed by Farthing and Ducat, 1, 2, 3. Once again, this is only going to be an 8-lap race, and Don, because it is only going to be an 8-lap race, we need our Pro Ski GP class. We need you to the starting line. Once again, Pro Ski GP, please report to the starting line, the largest field that we have out here this weekend. So Farthing trying to find some clean water on the inside. This is how he hunted down Dykowski in the box stock class. And again, we know the turbo went out on the other boat, riding a backup boat, trying to keep them points. Again, this is only moto number 1. We'll have 2 more motos tomorrow. And you got to wonder if they'll have a new turbo in that boat ready to go for tomorrow.
Nah, I don't have to wonder about that. I'm pretty sure they will. They've got Bo DePriest helping them out down there, and all the other guys for Mountain Motorsports, pretty sure they'll have that squared away. Just like the frames. I mean, over at the Hidden Trails trailer, man, when they were having issues in Pensacola, they were pretty quick to get on that and get those motors worked with. What they were having, though, was kind of this mystery thing with the water in the first 2 rounds. I found out it was the water cooler that was actually leaking water in the boat and causing some massive issues. But, man, they got that thing squared away, and that boat is hauling. And that is what you were watching on the front stretch as Trey Frame continues to lead.
Yeah, Trey Frame doing a great job out there on his Sea-Doo. Again, he's sponsored by Hidden Trails Motorsports, Black Star, Jet Tribe, Riva, and Engine Tech Superchargers. That Supercharger holding together pretty good right now as he gets ready to head down the back straightaway. Got about a 3-second advantage over Farthing as you see them run down the back straightaway. It doesn't really look like Frame is pulling too much on Farthing.
And no, not a lot. And you'd be able to see that because we don't have really choppy water out here today. I mean, sometimes it's going to have a factor, but This water's pretty smooth for as big a lake as this is.
Right, Pro Ski GP, we need you to the starting line. Pro Ski GP, we need you to the starting line as the courtesy flags come up. That's 4 laps down and 4 laps to go here in this one.
Got to be pretty exciting for Trey Frame, the gentleman out of West Virginia, the owner of Hidden Trails Motorsports, and actually has an electric company as well. In fact, that was his first company. A general contractor, and these guys, man, they've been pretty busy, him and Cameron Frame as well. Opened up a brand new dealership last year. They weren't able to really do all of the national tour.
You know, the only electric company I ever owned was in Monopoly.
I have nowhere to go
I also
with
owned
that.
Waterworks, too.
Right, you
So
are.
you landed on, hey, I got 10 times what the dice was, buddy. I was a big wiener.
Oh.
Well, Mark Gomez coming up to join the party up on the announcing tower. And Gomer doing triple duty today, put on a freestyle show for the corporate challenge and went out there and raced in the Pro-Am ski stock class and came out and done some freestyle. Mark, what was the hiccups with that boat out there? We noticed you having a little problem getting to the engine compartment. What was up?
Well, I just tired.
I was just tired.
You know, I got a little excited, went out there, gave it a little too much energy, and came up short. You know, once you roll over, unfortunately, ski's a little sensitive with the water, so got in the engine, and there you go.
No, I was just going to say, hold on, that's exactly what Mike would say.
Yeah.
What, roll over?
Yeah, we got a little.
I gave it a little too much energy.
I try not to do any stock tricks, but as long as the motor don't get wet, it's usually a good day. But got a little bit of water in the motor. It took a minute to get started, and then, yeah, you know, just need to take a few breathers before tricks, and I think I'll be all right.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you know, that was incredible amplitude that you had when you did that first barrel roll over the merge sausage, if you will.
Yeah, I'm going to call that one the Sorry Carson.
The sorry Carson. Carson was up here. He was cursing you while you were down there. He's like, dude, if he does it again.
And of course he did it again.
Right. And Mark, we were up here saying, well, it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Actually, Mark, just for the record, I did not say that. What I said was Mark got permission from Carson to do that, and then both of these guys immediately busted me. I was trying. I had your back, buddy. White flag is out. Mike.
Yeah, the white flag is out, which means our Pro Ski GP should be down in the gate. Once again, Pro Ski GP, we need you in the gate.
That was epic sauce right there.
Yeah, hey, what we'll do is we'll do an on-camera interview with Mark in between this race right here after the checkered flags, because it's going to be a couple moments before the GPs get down there. So Mark can say hello to everybody that's watching in on the Visit West Virginia live stream.
That would be cool. Meanwhile, on this final lap, man, big shout out for the guys from Hidden Trails Motorsports at Sea-Doo. That is Trey Frame still in the lead. Sponsored by Black Star, DEI, Jet Tribe, Riva, Engine Tech, Superchargers, and man, I tell you what, there's got to be some screaming in the helmet, Mike.
Oh yeah, he took a look around him right there, and how about it? Trey Frame wins his first moto here of the 2016 Hidden Trails Pro Watercross National Tour, presented by Jet Lift.
And
that's the first time the Farthing's been beat all season long.
Yes, it is the first time. And I guarantee you, I could see the body language from Dustin Farthing coming through. And you know what? He's like, I will be back tomorrow.
Yeah, it's son of a biscuit.
That's right. I will be back tomorrow. Mr. Ducat going to take third. That was a great race. And we, as Mike was saying, we have Pro-Am Ski GP coming up. Okay, cool. I think we are ready, actually. Live, like really live.
I gotta film Toshi. They start going. We gotta.
Oh yeah, no, I won't. We won't run.
Check.
Get them all down there. All right, we're ready, bud. All right, we're live here with Mark Gomez in gorgeous St. George, Utah, and just got a chance to catch up with him after the freestyle this afternoon. It was the first time I saw you get a little bit tired. It's been a long day, bud. You've been doing a lot of work.
Yeah, it's been a long day. It's been kind of a long tour, a lot of stuff that's going on. I just, heat, everything, kind of just doing that moto right before. It's a hot day. It's kind of got to me, got a little excited, and unfortunately didn't really do my setup wakes all that well. And then it's more important to me that I don't damage the ski that does belong to the boss man, Rick. Hope he wasn't watching. But it's all good. Honestly, getting away from the ski like that, I've learned that in the surf. Sometimes it's better to just kick away. I've got a way to do it safely. I know my timing in the air, and then ski just scoops right out of it and able to carry on. Had a little bobble over there, got a little bit of water in the engine. You know, stuff happens. But yeah, I had a lot of fun earlier. Did the corporate challenge. Put on a show for those guys. Really good to have those guys. They make this tour happen. They support the event. So they had a great time. I had a good time chasing Rob Flores and all those guys in stock. Got pretty tired. Went out there, did another routine. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
You had a busy day out here in St. George. I have to say, it was really fun to watch you. It's interesting to me that we are able to have you and so many talented riders out here, Mark, that are able to multitask, right? Because we underplay that, but we shouldn't, because to switch over from closed course and the mentality that it takes for that, I mean, it's a lot of work and a lot of strategy and a lot of time just getting the boat ready. And then you come back out and you have to put on a show, because versus the racing where, you know, it's kind of about, I got to get in, I got to do a performance. Now you're entertaining the crowd, and I really want to give you that acknowledgement. Huge acknowledgement to you that you're able to switch back and forth like that so effortlessly. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're a pretty cool guy. I know you got a lot of people that you want to thank. We're about to get out back over here to Pro-Am Ski GP, and I don't want to keep him because he's going to do some filming for a very special guest, and we'll tell you more about that. But who do you want to thank?
No worries, guys. Yeah, Hyder Turf, Mystic Lubricants, Liquid Militia, TC Freeride Richter, DJSA Racing, everybody else helping me out, all my family, friends, sponsors, Nanette with Jet Renew, Scat Track, really, they came through and helped me out big time. I'll be on my 1200 here coming in the next week or two, be training on that for the rest of this year, so I'm excited. A lot of big thanks to all my sponsors. Really can't do it without them.
Man, it's great to have you out here, and I want to thank your sponsors too, because we get to have you
KMG Racing in the house, Don and Dave.
Could see him over there shouting it up. It's great to have Dawn out here too. I'm surprised we didn't get her racing this weekend. Hint, hint.
Yeah, let's get on the Pro GP. I'm excited. I've got my buddy Toshi out here from Japan, and Brock Austin my teammates Brock Austin, Pete Zernick, Ian. They're all out there. Let's see the show.
There you go. All right, we're going to bring it on over to Pro-Am Ski GP. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, Mark.
See you guys.
All right, down on the line out of Yakima, Washington, sponsored by Commander, RM, Fly, Blowsion, Villain, Jet Trim, Rhino Power, and 300 Fly. It is boat number 3, David Redinger. Out of Las Vegas, Nevada, sponsored by Jet Renew, Motec, HydroTurf, Las Vegas, PWC Race Schools, boat number 11, Greg Mad Dog Matta. Out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, sponsored by Bullet Racing, Quakey Sense, Maxima, Hot Products, Scat Track. Boat number 17, Aaron Gawecki.
Boat number 1ZA out of South Africa, riding for Rockstar Energy, Commander, and Burn Industries. It's the Mott's, Dustin Watzuris.
And he is out of Liberty Lake, Washington, sponsored by Commander. Boat number 24, Derek Helm.
Boat number 2ZA, a winner last week in Reno, Nevada. Coming to us out of South Africa, riding for Commander Industries, Burn, and Rockstar, as well as the K1. It's Tyron Watzuris.
And from Eudora, Kansas, great to have him back out on the track. He's sponsored by Judge Motorsports. It is boat number 34, Jeff Wright.
Out of Miramar, Florida, riding for Broward Motorsports, Team Mean Racing, as well as Exotic Signs, Hamilton's, Weber Power, and Jet Tribe. It's Speedy, David Cabrera.
Out of Las Vegas, Nevada, he is on boat number 88, Rob Flores.
Boat number 149 out of Sacramento, California, riding for the Liquid Militia, Jet Lift, the Gold Club of San Francisco, as well as Fly, Scat Track, 1-800 Radiator, Riva, Jet Tribe, Shark Energy, Ultimate Watercraft, Slippery, the Bullet V2, and Gasket Technologies. It's Pete Zernick.
Out of Bountiful, Utah, sponsored by Bullet, HydroTurf, Jet Tribe, Scat Track, Queen Racing, Jet Lift, KMG Racing, Mystic Lubricants, Hurricane Industries, Rhino Power, Shark Energy, and Oakley. Boat number 182, B-Rock, Brock Austin.
And boat number 702 out of Gardnerville, Nevada, riding for Commander Industries, the FAM, C4 Performance, atop a Trinity Hall, Thomas Pagan.
Out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, sponsored by ProWatercraftRacing.com, KMG, Mystic Shoei, Jet Trim, Jet Pilot, Ultra Motorsports, and Scat Track. Boat number 220, Toshi Ohara.
And boat number 658 out of Sparks, Nevada, riding for Commander Industries, Burn, Fly Racing, and the Liquid Militia, Ian Roberts.
And out of Flowery Branch, Georgia, sponsored by Optima, Riva, Blowsion, IPD, Jet Pilot, Trinity, 100%, Judge Motorsports. Boat number 913, Jordan Carroll. That is your field.
Yeah, it looks like Jordan Carroll making a switch right now. You see him working diligently right behind the starting line to get that boat number 316. He's going to, I believe, ride Dawson Newby's boat. And Dawson Newby, he is a pro arena cross rider. So Jordan Carroll going to work his way to the starting line. Just blow it out real quick. And since we still have a little bit of daylight left, we'll go ahead and let him.
So again, special welcome to a lot of the riders that we haven't had a chance to see on the national tour, including Toshi Ohara. I noticed he's got the Hagfish down there holding for him. We got the chance to watch Chris Haggis a little earlier today, and aboard that Pro Force boat, that brand new boat. Man, I love the design of that boat. I'll tell you something else that's interesting about this. You know how if you've ever been a stand-up racer and you like hit your front foot because you're planting your foot as you go into a turn, and you like crinkle up your toes? It's those little details. So on Chris's boat, he's actually put an indentation on that front part so that you don't do that. And it's just that kind of minute attention to detail that really makes a difference, Mike.
Hey, by the way, we'd like to say a special hello to Hamilton Texiera, who's watching in, as well as Lewis Malone and his daughters, Laura and Jessica, from Florida, Team Mean Racing. Here we go. On stage, sideways and down. Tyron Montzuris with a good jump. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it stick for a whole shot, though, as we work their way into the first turn. And it does look like a Montzuris boat. We'll let you know. We've got a bad glare from where we're viewing it here on the Tower of Power. Brock Austin also right there in the mix.
Zernick also looked like he was up there. See if these guys are able to hold on to it. We'll get the numbers as they come through.
Whoa!
Jeff Wright in the mix on the outside.
Austin almost collides over there. On the other side, looked like he had slid out.
It's going to be Dustin Montzuris with the whole shot.
Followed by boat number 220, Toshi Ohara.
Yep. And Pete Zernick up in third. Boat number 17, that is Aaron Goecki in fourth. David Redinger fifth.
Yeah, David Redinger actually in the fifth spot.
Derek Hellman sixth. Rob Flores in seventh. And B-Rock in eighth.
Wow, some great racing going out there. You're watching the Pro-Am Ski GP class here from the Hidden Trails Sea-Doo Pro Watercross Tour presented by Jetlift.
And the gentleman that won last week back in ninth place, so Tyron Montzuris got a little work to do.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of got pinched on the way to turn number one and got kicked a little bit wide. And everybody kind of snuck in underneath him. So we'll see if he can work his way through the pack. He pretty much went wire to wire last week. And his brother, Dustin Montzuris, looking to pick up a victory here, who took second on the podium last week in Reno.
You know, I am just amazed. Look at this. Who would have thought you'd walk Dustin Montzuris in the lead and Toshi Ohara up in second, only a couple of seconds behind him. Big shout out there for Proforce. What a great boat, and the fact that he's got Toshi aboard, even better.
Yeah, Pete Zernick in the third spot. You know, this would be Pete's best finish in the Pro-Am Ski GP if he can make it stick.
Oh, that would be awesome to see him hit a podium this weekend, especially in that. He's been winning very consistently in the vet ski class, but to see him grab a podium in this Pro Ski GP would just make his month. Meanwhile, clicking back just a little bit further, looked like boat number 17 still in fourth. That's Aaron Goecki.
Toshi Ohara opting to go to the outside split. Dustin Montzuris to the inside.
Oh, that could be interesting because you and I kind of thought that outside looked a little bit faster this afternoon.
Yeah, it looks like Toshi already coming out. Toshi will have the drive coming from the outside.
No, but yeah, Dustin looking over his shoulder, Mike.
Yeah, you know that he can hear that KMG boat.
And I do believe they're a little bit closer together this time. Dustin Montzuris got some pressure on him with Toshi Ohara.
Zernick still hanging tough there in the third spot. Goecki in fourth. Redinger in fifth. Roberts in sixth. Ian Roberts followed by Flores in seventh. Austin in eighth.
Tyron Montzuris trying to get around Brock Austin right now.
That's ninth, and yeah, Derek Helm rounds out your top 10. Again, 12 minutes plus a lap. A lot of time to be on those GP boats, Don.
Yeah, we had a 12-minute moto here, so they still got a lot of time to shake this up. But, man, what an all-star closed course lineup here. You got Jeff Wright coming through. Another gentleman that we haven't seen racing in a while, so it's great to have him out here.
He's here. He's here. He's here.
And Kelly Smith officially in the house.
Kelly Smith has made it, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, that's good because guess what? Sport, I need to have you on the line. Sport GP, I need to have you on the line. But actually, I do think they're going to let him do a practice lap, Mike.
He might not have time to get on his wetsuit, but he made it.
There you go. So I do think they're going to allow Kelly Smith to do a quick practice lap. It's funny, I called All right, you watch a Pro-Am Ski GP? And man, what a what a crazy set of events. Okay, it looks like Toshi's setting up to go back into the inside split. Dustin's going to take the outside, and now we've got the added factor of the lapped rider starting to have a play. And it looks like Dustin right in the middle of a bunch of whitewash as he's coming through, but he is still holding the lead. The question is, he is trying to run that inside split, which is smart from one end, but a little bit tricky trying to get through those lapped riders. He makes it work. Toshi Ohara only about 2.5 seconds behind Dustin Matsuris, and that has been the big name of the game in this first Pro Moto class. You've got Pete Zernick back in third, Aaron Gowecki on the hunt in fourth, David Rediger still up in fifth. No change on that top 5, but the change happens a little bit further back. You've got Ian Roberts, who had moved up into that 6th place, didn't have a good start, but had definitely already been moving. Rob Flores at 7th. First time that we've had a chance to watch him as a privateer.
All right, Don Dawson, great race here in the Pro-Am Ski GP. This is the most packed field that we've had all day so far, so it's great to see everybody coming out and supporting this Pro Ski GP class.
Got a cup of this. Look at this. Toshi actually got around Dustin Matsuris, and that happened on that split section and then getting caught in the lap traffic, and that is a big upset. Great job for ProWatercraftRacing.com. Chris Haggis has got to be just beside himself right now.
Is that what kind of boat he's running?
Yes, he is.
Oh, wow, the Pro Force boat. That's awesome.
Yeah, I tell you, that is a huge shout out. I mean, if you're going to do that, way to put an awesome rider on there. Toshi Ohara has done nothing but get faster and faster. We first saw him as a junior racer, Mike.
Oh yeah. Again, to watch him race, and we kind of make light of it. We always say he slices and dices, the samurai through the pack, and you know what? He really does, though. I mean, he carves it up like a Thanksgiving Day turkey out there.
He really does. Okay, now that he's got a little bit of breathing room, he's going to go ahead and push that inside split. But you've got to watch Dustin Matsuris coming from the outside. Got to see if he can reel him back in. What do you think about it? Well, 8 seconds between them now?
Oh, yeah. He's once he got past, he's already put, he had a lapper in between them. Matsuris not giving him up, though. He's trying to keep him in his gun sights right there.
Oh, yeah.
Don, here's a funny thing that, though, is Toshi just got on that boat a week ago.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm standing here with Greg Mad Dog Matta, and he's one of the promoters out here on the West. Greg, glad to see you back in action this week.
Thank you, sir. Just not enough shape yet to ride hard as I could.
Well, I'll tell you what, he had major surgery 4 weeks ago just to even be out there, dude. You're a champion.
Well, I thank you, Mike. You're one of the best announcers, you and Don. I want to thank you guys for being out here in the heat and putting some good announcing on. Thank you, and I want to thank AJ and his wife for the great show they put on, and it's a lot of work. Thank you guys. Us racers appreciate it.
Exactly. Well, and as a race promoter, you know exactly what goes into it.
Oh, yeah.
We love you, buddy.
We do love you. It's so cool. It's really cool to see him this morning driving into the parking lot. Him and his girlfriend, Jen, who actually just got on a boat today, it looked like. And that girl, that's a future racer. I'm just going to say it.
Yeah, I heard that girl can moto.
She hit the throttle. Oh, very cool. She used to race dirt bike, he was saying. We got a lot going on out on the track. It was Zernick in third, Mike. It looks like that's not the case.
Yeah, it looks like Zernick has moved back into that 4th spot as Renninger able to get past, and Gowicki back there in the 5th spot. Roberts in 6th.
That Roberts with a lot of company, and Cabrera's actually moved up into 7th. We still got Tyron in 8th. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Those guys are
in 7th.
Yeah, Tyron's actually in the 7th.
Cabrera
I believe,
actually gone down.
Cabrera and Pagan are both down a lap. Cabrera, though, a winner in the Pro Ski Stock class. For those of you listening in on the live stream that may not have got it on time. What's up, girl?
No, I just got to say, this is odd to me that you have got a real sense of the depth of the class when you see a pass buoy or a lapped rider buoy come out, or a lapped flag come out for B-Rock. Did you not just see that? Because they were actually indicating, because Toshi has moved up that fast.
I think that, that's probably the first time that he's ever seen it. Gowicki goes off his boat on that inside split. And that's going to give, well, I'll tell you what, he actually does not lose a position. Great job by the Beast there.
That surprised me.
Didn't lose
He
the
was,
position, and Roberts right behind him, still in that 6th place position.
And I got a chance to catch up with Ian Roberts today as well. Definitely feeling better from the flu that he was dealing with last week.
Yeah, but still hit the podium back there in Sparks.
Yeah, that was nuts. All right, as we take a look at this track, it's really the story all about Toshi Ohara aboard that brand new Pro Force boat. Boat number 220 is the one we were talking about, just came off of the front stretch, and Dustin Montzuris about 7 seconds behind him.
Wow. So Toshi right now approaching a bunch of riders in the back of the pack. We'll see if that slows him up and see how that Pro Force boat can dice through all that jet wake. And O'Hara, look at that great turn going down the back straightaway and able to stay out of the wake from the lappers.
And a gentleman that we'd also been talking about, not just this year, but last year as well, David Redinger up in 3rd, Pete Zernick. Man, what a great story that guy's got behind him. Just a regular guy out working and able to do the national tour finally, and look how great that has been for him. Still in the lead for the vet ski, currently in 4th out in pro ski, and Gawecki going down again.
Well, I'll tell you, the water really starting to chop up. We not only got the wind now, but we've got a lot of boats that are out there on the water. And if you kind of look toward the top right-hand side of it, especially where the splits are, it's really rough.
And now here's another crazy thing. Toshi continuing to work his way through lap traffic.
And he's about to lap Rob Flores.
Now that I've never seen either.
And I don't think Rob's seen it either.
I don't think so. Oh, man.
Rob's like, hey, what's going on? I've only been gone 3 rounds.
Man. All right, so again, Toshi Ohara, the gentleman on the backstretch, is your current leader. Our first time to see him on a national tour stop, but way to make your presence known. Very impressive ride.
Yeah, he's lapped all the way up into 6th place as we got Mad Dog up here spotting for us.
We've got Tyron Montzuris in 7th. And Aaron Gawecki back up aboard.
Yeah, actually he's lapped up to about 8th spot, as you see O'Hara now down the front straightaway.
All right, so...
he is quick.
Yeah, he is definitely very quick. So it looks like Dustin Montzuris coming from that inside split, and Dustin now trying to run down Rob, and Rob moves over. He realizes that Dustin trying to make a push for Toshi. B-Rock, who had such a tough break on that start. He actually looked like he was going to get the whole shot, Mike, and just got pushed out, rolled him over a little.
Yeah, and then he got spun out over here on the outside split. That didn't help him out at all either.
Yeah, and isn't it interesting how things change from week to week? So you had Tyron Montzuris at the top of the podium last week, with Dustin in 2nd, and then B-Rock in 3rd. And right now, the way it looks on the water, you've got Dustin in 2nd, B-Rock back a ways, and Tyron also back a ways. But again, 3 motos.
Exactly. That's going to make for some great racing tomorrow. And we'd like to invite everybody as the pro show will begin at 11 o'clock Mountain Time, Mountain Standard Time. That's an hour off the East Coast and an hour off the West Coast, both ways.
All right, so again, watching your Pro-Am Ski GP. I do need to have Sport GP down on the line. Sport GP, I need to have you guys down on the line. And again, a huge shout out for Greg Mad Dog Matta for joining us up here today. Yep. Yeah, just a housekeeping for you. Riders meeting tomorrow morning. It's going to be at 8:30. 8:30 riders meeting.
Is that Mountain Standard Time or?
You so confused.
Or is it Pacific Standard Time? Because I was on Pacific Standard Time when I drove in today.
Don't worry, we'll wake you up.
Sorry, I was an hour late.
All right, so Toshi Ohara is the story of the hour. As he can look at this, he is moving up to try to pass Tyron Montzuris and make that a lapped rider as well. It's nothing short of shocking because these are some of the greatest riders in the world, and white flag is out.
Yeah, that's it. The white flag is out for these riders here. Again, the Samurai in first, and Dustin Montzuris takes a look around him, and he'll find nobody in his rearview mirror.
So Toshi Ohara leading, Dustin Montzuris second.
which means, the white flag's out. That means we need our Sport GP class. Final race of the day. Please report down to the starting line. Once again, Sport GP, please report down to the starting line. Hidden Trail Sea-Doo Pro Watercross Tour presented by Jet Lift and brought to you by Squatch by Jack Links, Bomber Eyewear, HydroTurf, Solus, as well as Shark Energy. And how about it for the Samurai getting his first race on the Pro Watercross Tour?
Wow. Aboard that
first boat. Yeah, buddy. Looking good. And this is how far he came in front of second. Second place now coming through. The Mott's, Dustin Mottzuris. I'm sure the Mott's knows. By the way, they're making sure everybody goes down to the tech area, win, lose, or draw. So those Don, were those were your top two riders. And
Yes.
Redinger, I believe, is in third,
Redinger.
now coming from the outside split. What an advantage. And I'll tell you what, let's take a look at this new Pro Force boat.
Yeah.
Redinger taking third.
Zernick still going to hold on to fourth.
And Ian Roberts will round out your top five here in the Pro Ski GP. I'll tell you what, I can't wait for the second and third motos of this class.
Bam, bam.
Boom. All right. And there comes Tyron Mottzuris. Again, Tyron with a bad start. I still believe still came in through that seventh place position unofficially. And Kelly Smith just making his way here from Vegas after a scheduling conflict while in the air. So he is we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna give him a quick lap so he knows the track, and then we'll get started here with our Sport GP. That'll be the final race of the day, folks. We'll be right back after these messages.
Watercross.
My name is Derek Levitt. Welcome to the beach at Sand Hollow.
Hello, my name is Chuck Quinzler from Team Faith Racing, and I'm the tuner for our racing team. And we're here in St. George, working on racing.
This is Jeff Dukowski in St. George, Utah. Thank you for watching ProWatercross.com.
Hey, how you doing? It's Todd Valentino here. I'm racing amateur ski stock on my Yamaha Superjet over here. And thanks for watching Pro Watercross.
Riding, always go riding with a friend for safety. And I'm not friend. Hello, my name is Talon Chambers, and I'm at the Pro Watercross race. Always remember to wear a helmet, life jacket, and back brace at all times when you're on the water.
Hey, my name is Dominic Haney, and I'm at the Pro Watercross race. So that's a true fact, Talon. Because if you didn't wear a helmet, if you whacked yourself on maybe like your jet ski, you could have broke your head. But if you had a helmet on, you would have been safe. If you had a back brace on, you would have been safe. You wouldn't crack your back. And then you could ride again. You don't want that to happen.
Sport GP to the line. We just had to give Kelly one quick warm-up lap. Man, what a story. Almost a Cinderella story, really, in the making. So Kelly actually had not realized that we were racing on Friday and Saturday because it's unusual for us to change the format so drastically. And so he had actually booked his tickets for, typically to fly in late today and be ready to race tomorrow. And then all of a sudden the race guys are like, no, we need you here today. So change the tickets. He literally has been driving the speed limit, except driving the speed limit really quickly, pulled into the race site approximately 15 minutes ago. And we gave him one warm-up lap, and now we're going to put him into the Sport GP class. So that's kind of your backstory for Sport GP. Out of Ludington, Michigan, sponsored by Team Faith Fly Racing, WPS, Pirelli, KTM, Jet Lift, Pro Watercraft Racing, Amsoil, Jet Dynamic, M&M Marine, Sunstar, Tubeless, and Liquid Performance. It is boat number 1, Kelly Smith. Out of Cooper City, Florida, sponsored by Broward Motorsports, Judge Motorsports, Exotic Signs, Shoei, Jet Pilot, Hamilton's, I Saw, Jet Lift, and Thrust Innovations. It's boat number 13, Sam Nemi. Out of Madison, Mississippi, sponsored by Judge Motorsports, R&D, Scat Track, Jet Trim, and Jet Pilot. It is the One USA of Billy Dearman. And rounding out your fields, he is out of Washington, Utah, sponsored by Issue and HydroTurf, boat number 741, Aaron Taranciano. That is your Sport GP. And we are going to be doing 8 laps today. 8 laps. It's going to be our final race, by the way, for the pro show this evening, and then we're going to call it a wrap. Get a little rest, and then we will be right back out here tomorrow morning. Riders, heads up, it is going to be a riders meeting tomorrow morning at 8:30. 8:30 riders meeting. So we'll be going back to our regularly scheduled racing as you guys are used to. 8:30 riders meeting. I just got to think that Kelly Smith right now has just got to take everything out of his head. All of the frustration of trying to get here for the last several hours and the last day or two, and he's just got to put the goggles on, lock in that helmet, and get ready to rock. Meanwhile, Sam Nemi, who's been relaxing a little bit the last couple of days, put the throttle on it. He's currently the gentleman on that number 13 boat with the whole shot. Yeah, I'll tell you, I got your 3 top pointers from last year all in this race. Even though we only got 4 riders out there, 3 of them were all on the podium last season at the end of the year. Yeah, and you're talking about Billy Dearman, Sam Nemi, and Kelly Smith. That's it. Uh-oh. Oh. Dearman gets a little bit sideways again, tries to come back, save that merge. Hey, wasn't that interesting that Mark Gomez went all over that buoy during the freestyle. Right. Never got close to it, and Carson just about had a heart attack because Billy Dearman just about ate that merge buoy.
Right, exactly. Billy able to save it, though.
He didn't touch it.
You know, and he did that same thing in practice, and I'm wondering if it's some type of steering issue.
Maybe just new boat. You know how it is when you're putting together a new combination. They're always trying to get something a little bit better.
So Sam Nemi with a whole bunch of people back at Team Mean Racing back in Florida cheering him on right now. Watching this, I believe, on the big screen. Kelly Smith currently in that second place position on the Team Face Sea-Doo, who barely made it.
Oh, man, yeah, I was just talking about that. Actually, just pulled into the race site about 15 minutes ago, and that's tough on your psyche. And I know he raced arena cross a long time, but right. I don't care.
And that's a long drive from Vegas, too.
It's a long drive. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a bad flight from Michigan. There's all kinds of things that went into this, you know, all kinds of variables, if you will.
Yeah, but you just got to put it all aside right now, and the next 8 laps are really all you got to think about. He's doing really good, though, actually, up in second.
Like I say, you know, he comes from Michigan, so it's actually like 9:30, 10 o'clock, you know, closing in on 10 o'clock at night in Michigan. 9:30 right now, yeah. So that's the time schedule that he's on, and then these guys, like I say, they're not used to racing a lot of night stuff or a lot of Friday stuff.
Right? Well, plus all of that, and you got to acclimate to the heat, because I'm guessing it's not this hot right now in Michigan. Well, okay, warm, but not 106.
Yeah, so
okay, fair enough.
I didn't realize we were on Mountain Time here either. You know, I woke up this morning and thinking that we were going to be on Pacific Time. Drove over and ended up an hour late. But in my defense, I missed a lot of school as a kid.
Don't you start with me. You were on Vegas time.
All right, you're watching the final closed course race of the day, and Sam Nemi is handling it out there. He is halfway home. I believe that is 4 laps down, 4 laps to go. And what we've done is the ride, if we had 5 riders or less, we've actually made it 8 laps instead of 12 minutes plus a lap like we would do with a full class and like you've seen with the Pro Ski GP. So I would say probably expect that same thing tomorrow if you tune in to the Visit West Virginia live stream.
Again, we're going to be doing the riders meeting tomorrow morning at 8:30.
All right, so Sam Nemi through the outside split, making Broward Motorsports and Team Mean Racing and all of his sponsors proud, as he has got just a couple more to go. Kelly Smith still holding on to that second place position. And Kelly, being a moto guy, knows a 2 is just as good as a 1 in the first moto.
Yep.
So just trying to ride smart, and that's what we were talking about. You know, he came from Michigan, where he's on Eastern Standard Time, flew into Pacific Standard Time, and then drove into Mountain Time. So Kelly probably don't know where he's at.
Yeah, here's what I am going to say. I bet the seat right now is far better than any of the seats that he had on the plane, bar none. Right?
Right. Especially if he flew Southwest.
Yeah. Oh, ow.
Or Allegiant. Or Spirit.
Why does it sound like the voice of experience?
Well, yeah. I fly Delta.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
That's it.
All right, Sam Nemi really got his own postal code going on out here in St. George, Utah. He is definitely Shark Energy powered right now.
And sounds to me like he's going to save some of that motor as you hear him come off the gas a little bit. Top left-hand side of the track. 2 more laps to go. Well, about a lap and 3/4 for your leader, Nemi. Still Smith in second and Dearman in third. In the battle of the manufacturers, you got Yamaha, Sea-Doo, Yamaha right now. And Terracciano in that 4th place position here, making the move up. Well, actually not making the move up because the Sport GP really not considered a Pro-Am class at these events, even though it is in the Pro Show.
Right.
It's just Sport. We've got Sport Stock and Sport GP. 1 lap left to go. And you can see
he definitely backed off the throttle.
Yeah, Nemi on a Sunday drive on a Friday night.
Yeah, talking about Sam Nemi, as soon as he saw that white flag, he take that down to about, I don't know, a little bit mid-range on throttle control there. He sees that Kelly Smith also is, at this point of the day, they just want to get through this first moto.
I just want a bed.
I just want to ride.
Right, exactly.
Water in my face, nobody handing me peanuts, telling me to buckle up.
Right, buckle up. Put your seat back in tray table in its upright and locked position.
Right.
We're making our final approach.
For the 4th time today. All right, again, we're just kind of talking about the excitement that poor Kelly Smith had trying to get out here. But you know what? At the end of the day, he made it, that's really all that counts. And right now, when you're in such a battle race, I mean, a points race, these guys are on this 4th round of the national tour. And frankly, Mike, I mean, it's going to be tight. It is going to be a big points battle, and they have to make all of these rounds.
All right, way to go, Sam Nemi. He'll take the checkered flag, followed by Team Faith and Kelly Smith in that 2nd place position. And in Madison, Mississippi's own Billy Dearman riding for Judge Motorsports, R&D, Scat Track, Jet Trim, and Jet Pilot.
All right, so we're if we sound a little funny, we're gonna step away for just a moment and finish up with the live stream.
Okay.
And then we'll do our good nights and all of that with our buddies here live. But we'll just start off, I guess. We're not ready quite yet, Rick says. Wait for it.
That's it.
2, 1. All right, I want to thank you guys so much for joining us for round number 4 right here in beautiful St. George, Utah. We had an amazing day. You know, not as many riders as we saw at the first 2 rounds in Florida, but nevertheless, we've had some great competition this weekend, and wow, this first day off the charts.
A lot of turn of events. You had new winners in the Pro Ski GP and the Pro Runabout GP. 2 more motos to go tomorrow morning, and I'm excited.
Yeah, I tell you what, I think the big story here has been the upset. So Toshi Ohara taking the win in Pro-Am Ski GP in the first moto, and then you had Trey Frame from Hidden Trails Motorsports taking the win in the GP class. So those were just 2 of the upsets. Pretty cool.
Right, Sam Nemi staying consistent in the Sport GP, as we just seen. Pro-Am Ski Stock, another surprise with Cabrera taking the win over Helm, who took the top of the podium last week.
Yep, so we've had a lot of change around in really what would be a gorgeous place, and you wouldn't think, well, gosh, the tuning's not going to be that much different. Oh my friend. We have put these guys through the test. We started with surf, then we went to Reno with flat water but massive altitude, and then we take them out to, 106 degrees, but a gorgeous big lake. So a lot of changes for them.
Fantastic. Well, again, we sure do appreciate everybody for joining us on the Visit West Virginia live stream. You've been watching the Hidden Trails Sea-Doo Pro Watercross Tour presented by JetLift. And Don Dawson, it has been a long day, and I think we're just about ready to close it out as DJ Maverick, our producer, saying, come on, guys. It's time to go.
Stop talking. We'll see you tomorrow.
Right on. Peace out, folks. We'll see you tomorrow, 11 o'clock, Mountain Standard Time.